All right, welcome back to the podcast. It's Perrington, and I'm joined by these two lovely people.
Hey, what's up? I'm James, aka Senpai, and other
What's
person.
up? I'm Andrew, aka Tainog. First of all, I gotta start off with saying y'all are some beautiful people. Like, if you're watching this, you took your time out of your day to watch this podcast just so, just have a great time. Thank you. You're a wonderful
For a second, I
person.
thought that stick you're holding is a shotgun. It's just you're a beautiful person.
If you like
What
this
the
video,
fuck?
and if you subscribe. And if you just click on it and just watch it, you don't even need to watch the whole thing. Just watch like 10 minutes. If you like it, keep watching.
And if you don't, I'm gonna come to your house and beat the shit out of you.
Exactly.
We all got
This
weapons.
was supposed to be my penis, like it was coming up. But Hector blocked it because he's a bitch. No way.
Cock blocked.
Don't hit Hector. Oh yeah, we forgot about Hector. Hector's down there. He's enjoying his life.
He's lucky. I'm gonna leave this right here. If he acts up, his ass out.
All right, so well, what we talking about?
Um, I'm gonna start off by saying, um, life is crazy, dog. Like, we just out here, living. We don't even. What's life like? This could be a simulation for all we know. Hector, he could be like a camera, and I don't even know.
Like there's a camera.
Open his insides.
Yeah, but besides that, what's your favorite soda? It's not a soda, dumbass.
Vanilla Coke.
Vanilla
I probably have
Coke.
to say-
Ooh, I used to be addicted to vanilla Coke. Yo, mine
Anything with
vanilla.
vanilla in it. I actually do like anything with
True.
vanilla in it. It's
Yo,
actually pretty good.
people be like, vanilla ice cream is plain as fuck. That's a dirty ass lie. Vanilla
No,
ice cream
that's-
slaps.
It does. Yo,
My
I like
favorite-
root beer.
Root beer. My favorite.
Root beer is pretty good.
I'd have to say, Crush. Like any Crush. It could be
Ah.
orange, grape.
You know the grape
That
crush
shit
makes your
slaps.
shit green.
Not mine. Who the fuck? Am I Shrek?
Everyone.
Some
What are you
weird.
drinking right now?
I'm
What?
drinking Orange Crush.
Show it.
I can't. It's in a fucking thing. You want me to show the inside?
Yeah, dude.
I can't. It's dark in there.
It's dark in there. In his fucking. Oh, alright.
I gotta
Yes.
say,
So welcome to episode 6, I think. Right?
yeah, episode
Of the
6.
podcast. You know, we're actually doing a podcast now instead of like that month we disappeared for. That
True.
was
Yo,
crazy.
we've been having some. We've been having some time left over where we could just chill.
Mm-hmm.
That's not gonna last. That's all I'm saying.
Are we gonna talk about 100% of our viewers ain't subscribed?
Yo, we should talk about that. Legit, I was looking at the analytics and I literally saw like 100% not subscribed and it was just like the rest 0% subscribed. I was like, man, that's like hard to look at because like our first podcast for some reason has the most views. I'm pretty sure and it was like the
everyone.
shittiest one.
I think your first video always has more views. Like my first ever video has like 300 some views.
My first video is not on my channel. My first video on
You know what's gonna
YouTube.
happen
Oh
to you?
my god.
Y'all motherfuckers, if you don't subscribe right now.
If you don't hit that subscribe button and that
suck.
notification bell.
I will suck your penis.
Nah,
dude.
what I
Like,
really want to talk about is like when we move in with each other, right? What we should do is have a
get a big table.
yeah, and do the podcast like
Yes.
IRL and get like a camera and
Yes.
stuff. And like, you know,
So we It's like one computer.
Buy
Shit on it.
a editor, buy a editor
True.
software.
It's just gonna be either me or Jacob.
Yeah, I hate editing. Not
I
gonna
love
lie.
it. I love editing.
I love making AMVs. I had like so many.
I
I've
love
never made
editing
any.
just like my videos.
I've never edited any of my videos. I
You're a
messed up on all
bitch.
of them. You know why?
Why?
Because in all of my videos, the only people you could hear is you and Derek. No one else. I
Weird.
always forget to like turn on my own voice, so like it's always
Yeah.
messed up. And it just sounds weird, like you guys are just talking randomly, but I'm supposed to be talking just like quiet as fuck. We're better off turning into a montage.
I don't know. I just like making like compilations of my friends, but the thing is, none of y'all fucking. I don't know. You know what game we should have played and like made videos on? Gmod.
Gmod.
Dude,
can
I
make
would
videos on
totally
Overwatch,
be
but
down to make a Gmod or like Overwatch video.
Oh,
But like,
yeah.
what? All right, if we're
True.
making a Gmod video, what are we doing on Gmod besides the
like a
fucking
horror map.
the H bombs? Remember that shit?
Oh my god.
The
Me
can
and Jacob at 2 o'clock in the morning. Me and him were in the map and just placed nukes and just set that shit off
everywhere.
for like what, like 2 hours or
Bro,
some
we
shit.
were fucking around with this bomb mod for so long. There was this can of Coca-Cola that only the admin could spawn in. So I spawned it in and I'm like, yo, Andrew, you want a Coke? He's like, the fuck? And then he grabs it with his fucking fizz gun and he slams it on the floor and it just fucking blows up. He's like, what the fuck? Yeah, we were fucking around with that mod for so
I will be
long.
down. I will install Gmod again if we make videos for Gmod. We're gonna have. Are we gonna post it on this where we do the podcast this channel?
Well, okay, here's the thing. Our name is Sus Boys Productions. Sus Boys Productions, alright. They only it's just like we only really do podcasts, so I feel like we should rename it to Sus Boys Podcast. And I already changed the description of our channel because I felt like it was a little too long. So I just put like people who we were like four dudes, we make podcasts and other stuff.
Is, I don't want to be like a copier or follower, but most channels in our situation, they usually only like to a main channel with like all the members. They usually only upload like podcast vlogs with all of them and shit like that. They
We're not
never
doing
really upload
vlogs.
like
We're not doing
no,
vlogs.
no, you know what we are doing, and you came back at this motherfucker. We recording us exploring abandoned buildings. We're gonna
Oh
put it on
yeah.
this channel.
Oh yeah, we're doing that.
I want to do
That's
that
coming
too.
in the future. Like it may be a little bit, like maybe like towards the end of this year, because we all have to get our shit together. Like it's hard moving in, like with a lot of us. Like we
Yeah.
gotta find
And
where
right
we're
now
gonna
with
live.
COVID and fucking
Yeah,
everything
and
and bro,
most some of
outside it's
us are
fucking
struggling.
snowing.
Yeah, it's just fucked. But it's gonna be a while before we
Yeah,
do
we're
shit
gonna
like
get a
that.
big ass mansion.
If this summer, one of us like they live together. Derek, James, and Jacob. I live like 3 hours away, so either I go down there or they come up here.
Yeah,
But that's
yeah,
the
we'll probably come up
maybe
here.
this summer if something happens, we can make like something like that. But other than that, the end of this year is probably when something like that's gonna happen.
Yeah, we're probably gonna have to get a. We gotta get a camera first, though.
We can use
Oh,
me and
dude.
Jacob's phone.
Or we could buy a camera. I mean, a camera. They're not
Yeah.
all right. They're not
We can, like-
expensive, but they're they're around
Yeah,
like $300.
What we can do is like I throw in like 200, someone else throws in 200, and someone else does, and we could get a super expensive one for like doing the podcast and the exploration.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Mm.
saying. Like when we're all together.
No,
That'd
here's
be
the thing I
smart.
hate about cameras: SD cards. We're gonna have to get like fucking fat
Yes.
SD cards.
Yes. Just
To
a shit ton, because
record.
I already know we're gonna be recording a lot.
Yeah.
Honestly, I like doing the podcast because it's interesting.
Yeah, and we don't
Just-
gotta worry about it, and we're always doing this. We're always in Discord talking.
Yeah. One day we're gonna just stream, right? We're gonna stream and we're gonna just do a 24-hour
24
podcast,
hours.
basically.
Yeah. But no, I feel like that won't work because someone's gonna like have to go somewhere, or like someone's gonna get bored and want to play a game or some shit. But that shouldn't be fine. You can play games
Gaming,
during it
aka
because
me.
it's gonna be a 24 hours. So
24-hour
like,
podcast.
I just want all of us for like one to see if like people like it. All of us just to play one game, and then like just play one game for like 3 hours, and like live stream it and see if people like it, or like take a
yeah,
long ass
but
video.
the hardest part is I was watching this video by Mr. T Lexify. It was about how his
Mm.
parents didn't support him and shit. Like, you seen that video?
Oh, and I didn't see the video, but I know who you're talking about. I'm an OG
Yeah,
fan of his.
he true. Yeah, I used to
Yo,
watch him
I
so
used to,
fucking long ago,
his
but
old videos, dude.
back in the zombie house. Oh shit, dude. But I watched his recent video and he was talking about how and that shit got me dedicated, dude. He really like he knows what he's talking about. He was talking about how it's hard to reach people, but if you find something new that no one else is doing, you could make it. Like,
But
the
yeah,
thing is, we have to find some, like us three collectively, we have to find something that no one else really does that we might find like other people might like.
I
That's the
really
hard
like
part.
doing the podcast because I like watching podcasts. And I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie, our fifth podcast, that was actually a really good podcast. And I wish it would get more
Yeah.
views
Our
and stuff, but
last
like,
one was really good.
yeah, our last podcast we
The
did, yeah, that was
2 hour
actually.
one.
Well, oh yeah.
It
Well,
was
yeah,
2 hours
I
long.
was like, holy shit, we've been recording for 2 fucking hours.
We didn't. We were throwing it together. Like, we weren't even going to do the podcast. We were like, "Yo, let's just do a podcast real quick, get it done and over with." And we ended
Yeah,
up
we
talking
talking
for 2
for
hours.
like almost 3 hours,
It
cause
was a good one though. I was
yeah,
fucking around the whole time,
I
and we
didn't
were
watch
dying
it.
of laughter. I watched like 40 minutes of it, and I had to go do something else. And I watched like a half an hour of it later after that.
yeah, I got pretty deep into it. I was like, damn, this is, I was like, wait, I'm watching myself.
Yeah,
What the fuck?
I never really thought that. I don't know. I just when I make content, it has to be to my standards. But I don't feel like it reaches enough people, and I ain't finna like spend money to sponsor my videos. I'm not that desperate. Like, I wanna be like a rare. Like, you would be like, oh yeah, I was watching this guy back in like 2021 when he like no one really knew him. I wanted to be like that shit. I don't want to be like I don't know how to explain it. Like, I want to be found, I guess.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I'm not high. I'm not holding myself to a high standard. I'm not saying I have a massive ego where like I want people to find me because I'm like my content's good, too good to be like thrown out there. I just want I don't know. I just want like just I don't know how to explain it. Like how the Vanos crew was, like how they were low and then they started climbing up during the COD days, like MW3 and BO2 and shit. Like that's how I want it.
See, here's the thing. The only thing I don't understand, like, everyone calls them the Vanos crew, but here's the thing. They're really not the
Yeah,
Vanos crew. They're just, a group of fucking people
it's
that make good
I would
videos.
honestly maybe people need to start calling them like the I think people call them the banana bus crew.
Yeah.
What was the one from BO2? They used to do a thing on BO2. I forgot what they called it, but they used to call themselves that crew. It was a while ago.
Oh no, I remember the Squeaker Squad.
Oh
Bro,
yeah,
yo,
Louis.
James and Derek, I know for a fact they're OG fans. James and Derek, yo, they've been watching Vanos. Well, Vanos
Yeah, I've been
himself and
watching.
H. I don't know why Isaiah, that his your little brother, dude, he's like really hooked on like H2O,
Yeah,
and
he
like
is.
I
yeah, like
started watching the group during MW3 during those
Oh
videos.
I used to watch
yeah.
during the Black Ops 2, bro. But, yo, James and Derek, they got me hooked on Vanos. I remember that shit, yo, though. It was actually really good.
I remember watching like when they played like MW, but like I think I really got hooked on them when they did the Black Ops One. Like it was like this hacker that like started messing with their game and made them go out of the map and stuff. And like it was just super funny, so I got like hooked onto it. And then I just kept watching the rest
I
of it.
remember the first
Yeah.
video I watched of them, by myself, because I every t- I, bro, here's the thing. I grew up with Christian parents. They didn't like me on the internet. They didn't like me having a phone. Bro, they they were strict. They would beat me. I already told them earlier, right? So when I would go over to they thought it was a sin for me to go over to James and Derek's house because they thought like their mom was like, like, cause she yelled a lot, right? She yelled a lot, but she only yelled because I don't know, but she didn't like. I mean, they didn't like their mom yelling at me, but I didn't really care because like it's just it's my aunt. Like I don't care. It's my aunt. Like she can yell at me all she wants. She's an adult. I wasn't. So if she yells at me, it's whatever. So every time I would go over there, we would play Black Ops 2, which was like a sin, bro. Like if my dad and my mom caught me playing Black Ops 2 zombies, they would think I'm on some weird shit. So every time they would come back to get me, we would turn on what's that? Bomber. Oh fuck, Mega Man. No,
Bomberman,
yeah,
Super Bomberman
Bomberman.
Ultra.
Yeah, we would start playing that and start fucking around on the PS3 because we were like, uh,
Dude, I never had a restriction when I was like growing up. My first ever video game that I ever played was GTA San Andreas on the PS2.
the first video. Bro, I remember when I got a PlayStation 2. Oh, oh my god, bro. I was the happiest boy ever.
Facts. I
Bro, the
remember.
first game I ever played was Croc. If anybody knows what Croc is, yo, you're a legend. Croc was such a good game.
Yeah, I remember James and Derek when they moved back up where I would live, like they moved in my house back in like 2000 what? When was it? 2000 like 10?
2010, 2009.
Yeah, when they moved up here, they had a PS2, and I think it was Derek left the water next to it and spilt it all over the PS2 and destroyed the entire thing.
Dude, that's what happened to me with my laptop. Stupid, stupid. Hey, I was in a Discord call laying on my bed, and I had this big wooden thing so it could hold up. So it was like my desk, but on my bed, so I could lay down. Like when I would lay down on my bed, I would have that, and I was drinking this tiny can of Coke, right? And I took like 2 sips out of it, dog. 2 fucking sips, and I put it next to it. And I'm talking to my friends, dead asleep. Dead asleep. I wake up, all I hear is my computer going and then the can of Coke's like spilled over. But nothing's there. Like nothing's around. Like there's no Coke anywhere. And so I'm like, where the fuck did it go? And I noticed my computer and I'm just like, what the fuck? And I just turn it off. I'm like, shut up. Right. And I start going about my day, brushing my teeth, come back downstairs, turn back on my computer. It's not turning on. It's fucking broken, dog. And then I turn it, and just a bunch of soda just comes out of it, and I'm like, oh my fucking
Jeez.
god, my laptop drank my Coke. And I was like, god
Actually,
damn it.
I actually have a recent story about spilling shit on electronics and almost
Yeah.
breaking it.
Bro.
I had water in the, do you know that glass jar in the last podcast? I had water in that. And then, brand new, this keyboard,
Yeah.
brand new $100 keyboard. I spilled it all over it. It broke the bottom row for like, what was it, like 4 hours? I unplugged it.
It
I
did.
fired my warranty. I'm about to send it back. And then I was like, I was in a call with Derek, and I was like, "Yeah, I spilled water all over my shit." And I was like, "Yo, bet you if I plug this in right now, it'll start working again." Plugged it back in, started working perfectly fine. I was like, "Oh, thank God."
Andrew, we were in a call together.
Yeah, he was. It was me, Slender, and James. We were in a call, and then we were trying to get my OG group in here, which we did, and we had fucking hell of a time. But one guy that's his name's Stern. He joined as I was coming back to clean out my keyboard, and I was like, "Oh fuck, I'm back. I think I cleaned out." I
Oh
seen him in there. I was like, "Yo,
god,
what the fuck?"
what just happened?
It was crazy, dude. Yeah, I
Oh
just saw
god,
flashing
Well,
lights though.
they
everyone's
spammed
delayed.
they were like spamming shit in the one thing. It was just notification
For
after
me.
notification.
Yeah,
Remember
I
that?
had them in my channel, and let's just say we went ham. I added a bot. We just went crazy. I'm pretty sure whoever didn't turn off notifications for his server got blown up.
I had to turn off
'Cause
notifications.
When I
it
woke up,
was
I had like I think I had like, bro, I had like 556
eh,
messages from Discord.
it's five of us.
I was like, what just happened? I was like, yo,
It's five of us in the server. We had the boob bot and the meme bot, and we just kept spamming shit, dude. We were spamming pictures in main channel for a solid like 30 minutes, and then we moved on to another channel and started spamming that one. And we
Wait,
started spamming for like 4 hours straight, I think.
I gotta go turn off this light quick.
All right, it was
turn
crazy,
off?
dude. That was a great. Wait, turn off what light?
He's
Is there
turning
a
off
light
the
in the
light, bro.
hallway?
He's in hell right now. What the fuck do you mean
Is it
turn
in
off
the
the light?
hallway or some shit?
Yeah, probably in the hallway upstairs.
Uh, Yo, dude,
Bro,
life
I remember when I
goals.
found out that bro, when I finally like found out that my computer was broken, cause I was like, oh, what should I do? And I was like, oh yeah, right. Cause I remember when I was fixing someone's PC, they were also telling me, cause they knew how to fix laptops. They were telling me about how if you turn a laptop, if you ever get water in it or something, to turn it to like grab the laptop, it'll be flat, and then open it up like this, and then put it right there, like on the floor or
Like a
something,
triangle.
just to drain it out, because it'll drain out the speakers depending on where they are, and it will just drain out
Yeah.
everywhere. And I let it sit there for like 2 hours. I come back, and it feels kind of dry, James. Yeah, it feels kind of dry. And so I tried turning it back. It's not turning on. I just freak out and I start crying. I start bawling. I'm like, fuck, man. And I'm like, I finally stopped. I'm like, time to save for a PC. And guess what the fuck I did? I saved and I bought a whole setup. I dropped
Shit.
$1,500 on this setup and I'm proud of it, And that's when I started watching Naruto. Cause I was like, I ain't got anything better to do. Let's watch Naruto.
Yeah.
I was like, finally starting Naruto, dude. And Derek was like, "Oh, you fucking idiot." And I'm like,
Okay.
well, what
Shit,
what is
dude.
this dude doing?
I'm ready for the
The
army.
fuck are you doing, dude?
I'm ready for
Is
the
that a
army.
ninja fucking...
Oh god,
Why do you have a
cringe,
ninja?
cringe.
Yeah, that's
It's
cringe,
not
dog.
actually Ninja. It's like a company.
Oh. I was gonna say, why did you buy Ninja's merch? That's weird.
I don't even watch Ninja.
Dude, he's like hit rock bottom.
Bro, no, the only YouTuber I wanted to buy their merch so bad, but I didn't have any money. No. Who?
I wanted to buy Van Off's merch.
Oh, yo, his golden limited edition merch, that was actually
Yes.
pretty lit.
Dude,
I actually like that.
That came out. Kids in
Yeah.
my school had it, and I was like, yo.
No. Swagger Souls is acid. I think it's called Acid Wash, and it's beanie. Bro, I wanted to buy it. Bro, if I'll send a picture later. It looks so lit and so fire. I
Yeah.
just wanted to buy it, but it was $60, and it went out of stock in like an hour or something, bro. It went out of stock crazy because it
Jesus.
looks so good.
Yeah. I think the only YouTuber that I wanted to buy merch from was
Yeah.
fuck, who was it? I think I wanted to buy PewDiePie's Russian merch, his Suka Black
Okay.
Brat merch.
Oh.
All right. If you're talking about
And,
PewDiePie's merch, here, wait, continue.
Dude, one thing that I wanted to buy, it was when I was an X fan. It was back when he released his Revenge hoodie. He had the one with like the face on
Yeah.
the side and then his hand on the back. Revenge. I was
Yeah.
gonna buy the black one. I was going to buy it, but it went out of stock. I could have had that shit.
I
and
also
could've
wanted
sold
to
it now
buy
for, like,
Juice
300.
WRLD's 99. I think it's called 999 shirt, bro. It had like 999 and nine, and then Juice WRLD right here, and bro, and then it had like this crazy design with like barbed wire. It looked so lit. I wanted to buy it, but it was
Yeah.
$70, and it went out of
Jesus.
stock. And now he's dead, so it's out of stock.
Yeah.
And
The one thing that I think is ridiculous is when X died, they released like fucking 17 lines of different merch from X. I was like, yo, why?
right. Yo, and when, bro, PewDiePie's merch, his new merch that he came out with, like, I don't know, a little bit ago, but I don't know if it's out of stock or not, or if it's still there, or if it's just a thing he's doing now. But this merch, it doesn't even like it looks like it feels okay, but like it feels good, but like the design, it's kind of
It's kind of
bland.
basic. Yeah.
And I looked at the
Yeah.
fucking prices, dude. And like this fucking jacket's like $120.
Jesus.
Like
dude.
it's on some crazy shit. I was like, the site actually the way the site works? No, the site is actually pretty lit. Like it pops up windows and stuff. Like that looks lit. But like it's just so fucking expensive for no reason.
This band that I really like for the past like I think 2 years now, Cold Rain. I wanted to buy their merch, but they only deliver and sell merch in the UK and Japan. Yeah,
Mm,
the only way you can get their merch is from I think eBay, Amazon, Etsy, and this other fucking website. I forgot what it's called. But it's not even the good Cold Rain merch that I wanted to get. It's just like old. Their album was called Vena. It's just old Vena merch. I
mm.
wanted to get the new fucking merch so bad, like the Mayday merch from the song with
Yeah.
Crystal Lake. I wanted to get that fucking. There's a Mayday shirt, but I can't because they only sell in Japan and the UK.
Hey yo, by the way, if anybody doesn't already, follow our Twitter, man.
Yeah, and we have a Patreon if we didn't already say that.
Yeah, we have
Yeah.
I think the
Patreon.
links are in our channel, right?
By the way, there's a few things on our Twitter. There's like a few things I always post here and there. Sometimes it's like a fundraiser. Like there's this one dude that their children are basically dying. So I posted that, to donate. And then this other person, their funeral, they needed like I think 7 grand for the funeral, and they didn't have the money, so I put that on the Twitter, and also updates on when the podcasts are coming out, and everything. So if you want any of that, go follow our Twitter, man. And we also got a Patreon for bonus episodes,
We're
I
gonna
would
try.
honestly say the Patreon bonus episodes are hilarious.
bro.
Like,
Yeah,
shit.
none of them
It's
are like actually
basically-
uploaded, but like, dude, they're some of them are pretty lit.
Basically, just yeah, it's basically just like pre-podcast and after podcast stuff. It's just random
Basically, yeah.
shit that we do. Or like it could be like from like a whole different like we're not even doing the podcast. It could be like from a whole separate thing.
Basically, yeah.
Remember the Rocket League shit we did?
Yeah.
Rocket
That was
League.
fun.
Those clips because I accidentally had my mic too loud. When we were fucking around with the balls, making them heavy, and then the
Yeah.
gravity super
Oh,
high.
fun.
dude.
Yeah, my
That was-
mic was too loud, so I had to delete the clips.
That was fun as fuck.
Yeah, that was actually pretty lit.
I'm actually gonna re-download Rocket League so we can play.
Wait, you deleted it?
Yeah,
I had to wait for my hard drive to come.
Ah,
he's
damn.
re-downloading it on console though.
Oh no, I have the hard drive so I can download it on.
Oh, alright.
Oh, you bought a hard drive. All right. Okay. That's pretty
Now fucking
pog.
time.
That's pretty pog, champ.
Pog.
I'm trying to check our account real quick. Yeah, dude. Hey, we hit 10 views on our 5th episode. Let's go.
Um, I'm gonna start making videos more. I want to fucking make videos, dude.
I also want to make videos, but every time I make videos, man, I don't know. I just get really like, do I really want to edit this? Like, like,
I don't feel like that. I always feel like I don't know. You guys never fucking make videos. And
bro, I
I
know.
can't do it by myself. Like I physically can't. I tried, it just doesn't work.
Andrew, what games do you make videos on usually, or like whatever?
Which I'm gonna make videos on. I make videos on Dead by Daylight, but no one fucking plays that anymore.
Yeah, I don't know. I lost like interest in Dead by Daylight. But
I'm
like, what other game? Before what game you say before Dead by Daylight? Overwatch. Yeah. Okay. I
maybe
will record.
Rocket League. I don't know. Osu I make videos on, but that's the only way I can make videos by myself.
Yo, I
is
have
Osu.
2,000 views. Oh, never mind. I was like, what? I used to have more than 3K views on my channel, but I mean, I privated more than half of my videos. So, for legal reasons.
Huh. I
So, yeah.
never. I usually delete them. I used to have old shit from when I was a squeaker back in 2015. But I deleted all that shit. It's gone.
Yeah.
Okay. I gotta told you when I was like super little, I used to fucking like record shit on like Derek's old PSP, and I would like
Bro,
obviously.
PSP. Oh my
Oh shit, dude!
god.
I had a PS Vita and a PSP.
Oh, I had a Derek had a
Bro,
PSP, and I used to go on.
PSP used to be so. Here, let me change this real quick. Right, there we go.
And I would like videos on there, right? Like I would pretend I'm doing like a ghost video. I'll be like, "Did you guys see that?" I'll be moving the camera like super fast, so it kind of looks like there's something there, but like it's not there.
That's
What
when we
the
used to
fuck?
always like every day we used to watch ghost sighting videos.
And then I
What the
like
hell?
put that shit
Did
on
you see that?
fucking YouTube.
Did you see
I
that, guys?
I put that shit on YouTube, and I was watching them one day. Like it was like 2 years later. I found the PSP, and I was like, I was joking. I was like, oh my god, I was
Oh,
Yeah.
no, I was out of it. I had
you
to
know how many
stop.
times I did a face reel, and there was these fuck face ass. Ooh, I was about to say something. There was these fuck face ass motherfuckers, dude, that would always attack my channel and report and flag my face reveal videos as sexual abuse, and I would always be like, bro, I got 2 fucking strikes. 2 strikes on my. They're both gone now. But I had 2 strikes on my channel for sexual abuse in my videos.
That's
Wait,
why I
what?
never tell any of my friends. I put my shit on Snapchat when I upload a video, but I never tell anyone about my channel unless they like find it. Most of
Oh
the people that are
no,
subbed to me, most of the people that are subbed to me are people that I don't even know.
right,
Like
dude.
James,
And no
you, Derek. That's
no
about
one
it.
comments on my videos. Like no one does anything.
Yeah, I
Like,
get a
dude,
decent amount of views.
I always like I have 112 subscribers, and when I make videos, I never get comments like, "Hey, good job," like, or "Hey, this is a good video," or "Hey." No
Yeah,
likes, no nothing.
I usually get those
And some
sometimes.
people watch the whole videos and shit. Like I would be like, what
Yeah.
the fuck?
They probably fall asleep or something.
Wow. Okay, you're calling me
I have
boring.
like 20 I have like 27 subs, but every video I make usually I get more than 20 views on each video. Sometimes I get like 50 or 100 or like 200.
Like I'm pulling a Fitz, dude. Like I'm no vids, cool
No
2021.
Fucking I remember when I used to stream on Mixer. That's when I would get like that's I like doing that because like there was actually really nice people on Mixer. They would be trying to get me to like fucking use their music or something for the stream because like when I would stream it would be like super quiet and like you all you heard was the game or my voice. And if I was doing nothing, it was just no sound at all, right? And this dude randomly, he's like, "Yo, I like the gameplay, but it's a little quiet." And he drops his link to his fucking YouTube and told me to use his music. And I look at it like his subscribers. He had
It's Juice
almost a
World.
he had almost 100K subscribers,
Jeez.
and I was like, "Yo, let's go."
Nowadays, you have to actually go and ask permission from the
Yep,
person who
DMCA.
makes the music just to put it on there.
Basically,
DMCA.
like
And even if you do that and you have a shitty fucking dickhead producer label, the- even if you got the permission, we own like half the rights to the song, so you gotta take that shit down.
true.
But usually, sometimes if you ask them, they'll be like, "Yeah," and then you won't get in trouble.
That's what if I ever use music on like any like future videos or streams I do, it's gonna probably be Caleb's.
I usually
That
use
or you
like
should like use.
NCS.
Yeah, alright, I would say NCS,
NCS is the best, dude.
but like NCS is starting to get. I don't know, for some reason people don't like NCS type of music anymore. But I'd say
I fucking love it.
if you're gonna use anything, use royalty free music. Royalty free music's really where it's
Yeah.
at.
I usually use royalty free lo-fi music.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
use that for a little bit.
Well, I remember I made this banger video, right? Good ass
Yeah.
video, and I had music playing throughout the whole video, so nothing was quiet. And I edited it for 3 hours, and I made it, and it was oh my god, it was perfect. It had like you ever seen like a professional video? It had subtitles,
Yeah.
bro, subtitles for some of the things.
Jeez.
Like, it was a good ass video. I edited it. I uploaded it. DMCA copy striked fucking instantly, dude. Fucking the whole video got fucking like
Jesus.
dead, and it got deleted off my channel because I had too many parts and it had copyrighted music, and I was like, "Are you fucking serious?"
The only videos that I usually sometimes like my Osu videos, I would get copyright strike, but it would be like they would take the revenue and they
Yeah,
would put ads on the video and take the revenue from the video. But like I never gotten like where they silenced a part of the video or took the video down or like
I've gotten
silenced the
that.
whole
I've
video. I
gotten
never
that
got that.
because usually when you use
And
the
I
full
never got
song,
striked.
usually when you use the full song is when you get the
Yeah, I think
whole
it's
deleted thing.
I think it's 7 seconds you're allowed to use, and they won't like take the revenue or any shit like that. My intro, if you look at my old videos, my intro used to be a section of Sunflower by Post Malone and
Oh.
do you remember my old intro? Yeah, it used to be that, but I would always keep it below 7 seconds, and I would never get any like strikes on my video.
Yeah, I used to, bro. Ever since my channel got hacked, everything's been downhill, man. I've been getting copyright strike, copyright like demonetized and shit, like
Yeah.
age restricted. I'd be like, bro, I have 112 subscribers, and then there's PewDiePie with 100 and like something mil. Leave me alone. Go
Yeah,
after the
go
dude with
bother
more
the famous
subs.
ones.
You get more revenue off his videos anyway.
Exactly. The I just realized my mic was pointing up. Fucking I always dreamed of just looking at my channel and seeing like 10K subs or 5K, even just 1K. That's like that I would feel like the best person in the world, dude. I'm gonna start grinding, dog. Grinding more.
Oh no, Twitch is all right. As much as Twitch is just bunch of simps
Shitty.
and fucking gay,
Yeah,
that's like that's that's really where like the really good like I don't know, like really good like
People blow up on
money.
Twitch.
Yeah, because like if you
Yeah,
do good
it's
and
the best way to get
and
money.
if Twitch will send you like how many hours you're supposed to do each month, how many this, how many that,
Yeah, and they send bounties, which you get paid for those. Like they will say a bounty is like a sponsor basically that Twitch sends you. It's like a mission, but they'll send you like bounties. I don't know if they do bounties anymore, but I heard of them before. They would send you like play League of Legends for an hour on stream, and you will get paid for doing it.
Mm.
And you get paid a lot from those.
What is James
Twitch?
doing?
Playing fucking Apex. Uh, about YouTube, you need to get like what 1K subs, 4,000 watch hours before you can
Yeah,
actually
dude. No,
monetize.
you need
But with
Really?
Twitch,
Here, actually, I
yeah,
can check right now.
with Twitch, you just go on the website. I think you have to get 50 followers before you can actually like
Oh,
get ad money or whatever. But people can send you donations like off the bat. You don't even need anything.
yeah.
Just link your shit and they can send you shit.
That's scuffed.
Twitch,
Scuff.
honestly, Twitch is the best way to make money on like
I would.
Yeah, if you're
social
trying to
media.
do anything, really.
Yeah.
I actually kind
Cause
of want to do
what
Twitch.
didn't Mixer give like Ninja what $25 million for just moving?
Jeez,
They
yeah, they
they
gave
him
him a
of
lot of
fucking
money.
They gave Shroud like 25 mil too or some shit.
Oh,
They gave
okay,
Doctor
yeah.
Disrespect like 70 mil.
Holy shit, you need 1,000 subscribers to get your channel monetized. You need 1,000 subs and 4,000 watch hours.
Yeah,
Holy
it's kind
shit,
of stuff.
dude.
You honestly
In the
though, not
last
gonna lie,
12 months.
no, not gonna lie, we're blowing it out of proportion. If you get one video that's good, like a mil views on that video, you already did it. Because you're gonna
Yeah,
get subs and watch hours from that. If it's like a 10-minute video that just exploded, you should be good.
yeah.
You gotta get lucky with that shit. You gotta either know how to like make a video blow up or just get straight up lucky.
Man, I don't know. I really like the podcast. The podcasts are fun to make.
Alright.
Yeah, they are.
Here, I can check the analytics right now. Oh, we have 2 watch hours. That's actually pretty good. I like to
That's
know
not
that
bad. Well, I
people.
mean, all
I
the
mean,
podcasts are like an hour
actually,
long,
never
so
mind. Actually, now that I think about it, like 40 minutes of that is you. 40
You
minutes of
just
that was
smiled.
Andrew. All right, so right now, let me see right here. Oh,
Just buy a school computer lab and then just play the video on all of them.
oh, dude, exactly.
get a bunch of bot accounts.
Okay, yeah, no, that's literally we shouldn't even say that. Jeez.
That's illegal.
Well, actually, I don't even
It's not
think it's illegal.
No, it's
It's
just
more of like you probably get
hated on.
fucking getting shit on, dog.
Blacklisted.
True.
All right, so I can check right here.
There's a lot of people that use bots like T Series. Remember when they blew up like 9K in
Oh
like
my
a second?
god, what the
And
fuck?
PewDiePie for exposing them.
That shit was nutty.
Jeez, I can't even see it right here. Huh. Unique
shit.
viewers, suggested videos. I don't even know what any of this is. Audience.
I'm sorry.
Jeez.
Are you gonna last, Andrew?
That should be good.
Alright, yeah. I believe in you.
I woke up tomorrow or yesterday at 4.
Are you gonna last? I woke up tomorrow.
Fuck it.
James,
I'm
are
tired.
you gonna last fucking not playing a game?
Oh yeah. I'm paying attention. I'm
Jeez.
talking.
I forget how this
Ah,
works.
shit.
How do you check how many people are subscribed to you? Jeez. Oh, in the last 28 days. We haven't really had a subscriber.
Ah,
Bro, those people that are like, yo, more than half of you don't subscribe, man.
I
I heard that
Subscribe.
70%
Go
of
fuck
my
yourself.
viewers don't. Yeah.
Go
know
fuck
what I hate?
yourself. More than
I hate
not
those-
0%, man, of our viewers don't subscribe to us.
I hate those guys on TikTok that post like, I've been streaming for a year, like 2 hours or more than 2 hours a day, and I always only have 2 viewers. What the fuck do you think? It's just gonna come to you? You gotta try hard for that shit. You can't just like complain.
working.
It's hard work. People say that YouTube and Twitch is the easiest jobs ever. The hardest part is
Not really.
getting It's the hardest part is getting views,
And let's
like
not
getting
forget,
fans.
you get views and all that, you get a lot of haters that like they can
No,
really hurt your feelings.
not even that. The other hardest part is when you do get those views, you gotta hold it.
Yeah,
Because
you
if
got
you don't hold it, they're gonna just disappear, and then you're gonna be back to where you started.
it's very rare, like in cases like
See, I
Van
see people make
Oh.
comebacks.
yeah, like Vanos Gaming and them, they got viewers just doing what they like to do. Like they like
Yeah.
money, so they got viewers. See, I want to like
Uh,
that.
Sky does Minecraft. He like when he left Minecraft and said he's not doing it anymore, and then when Misfits started making videos with him, he just gained more traction from that, dude.
True.
That's what I'm saying. You
Mm.
gotta collab. You can't just do it by yourself. That's what I'm saying.
Big one day to like just watch our podcast and just like, yo, these guys working hard, give, tell, like appreciate us,
Yeah, and even if we're not like uploading a podcast all the time, it's because we don't barely have any time. We're like scrounging together like every minute that we can do the podcast.
We have 444. What are impressions? Am I even allowed to say any of this?
Impressions are like
Oh,
you can
wait.
see it
Oh,
on the For
oh.
You page.
Man, yo, that should always be there. We should always be on the recommended page. Yo, come on, YouTube, put us on the recommended page.
Clickbait your title. Yo, put a picture of a hentai girl in the thumbnail.
Jesus.
Hey, people are gonna click on it. We're in the simp era. You gotta simp your thumbnails.
You
dude.
gotta simp your
I
tongue.
know this YouTuber. His name is Grady. He makes Overwatch videos, and every thumbnail is a hentai version of the Overwatch characters. Like it would be like Mercy making a Hago face. He gets a lot of views from it.
And jeez, you know that one dude, Chaotic? Dude, he does the same thing, but with
with
Rainbow Six. Yeah, Rainbow Six.
Yeah, dude, I love watching Chaos.
I like how
That might
the
do that
only
live
comment
fucking
on our
videos, dog.
channel is me,
Shit,
called Welcome to Hell Boys.
dude.
Welcome
I'm
to
gonna
hell,
start doing that.
boys.
Every video from now is just gonna be a Hago anime chick.
No, no.
I'm gonna do it, dude.
Oh, yours. Oh, never mind that. All right, you
Yeah,
go
watch I
ahead.
blow up from that.
When you go ahead. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm gonna do that to my videos.
Make sure to tell them about the podcast, man. You know.
Yeah, every intro is just be a podcast.
Just check out the podcast.
Yo, one day I'm just gonna like when I do start making YouTube videos, like other than this, I'm gonna be like, yo, if I get like 50K likes, I'll do this, I'll do this.
Yo, we got
Dude,
one
that's
point.
still
All
my
right.
dream.
1.7 watch hours are from the last video we made.
Jeez.
If you think about it, it's all just Andrew.
True.
Thanks, Andrew. You'll get us monetized.
Yeah, you getting us up there.
Hey, yo, why do I hear somebody yawning?
Man.
That's me. I yawned like 3 times in the last hour. Forgot what I was gonna say now. Oh, that's still my dream, dog. YouTube is still my dream. I'm never gonna give up on that.
Mm,
You know who did? You know who got me to like be addicted to the stream and just gave up on it? Derek. That
myself.
motherfucker doesn't give a shit about YouTube anymore.
I mean, he's making good money what he's doing. So.
True, yeah, but this is still my dream. Even if I'm making like 100K a year, I'm still gonna want to do YouTube.
My dream is still to become like a really good artist and just get famous.
Oh, okay. It's time to stop you looking at the YouTube analytics and actually do this fucking podcast. The hell?
I remember
True.
though.
I've just been
Yo,
staring
Andrew,
at that
remember
shit
when
for
you
like
came
5
down
minutes.
to like when I used to live at that one house, and you
Yeah.
came down, and then you like were looking at me draw,
Yeah.
and you gave me that compliment. You're like, he's really good, dude.
You are
That
really good.
inspired me. I'm gonna be honest. That shit inspired
You
me.
are, dude. You actually are.
When I was watching James make these wings, he was learning how to make wings, like angel wings or like falling in. I can't remember.
Oh yeah, dude. That shit is so hard.
My guy was like trying really hard, and I was like, "The fuck it? Like, why are you like, dude? It's just some wings." And he's like, "Nah, nah, 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 nah. It's something different. I'm trying. I need to. I need to learn how to make these wings." And I'm like, "All right, come back down." I look at these wings. I'm like, yo, you're basically making wings. He's like, nah, it's not good enough. And I'm like, I'm like looking at these wings and they look like wings.
The thing
I
about
got
that is in each of our
He's
dreams,
like
our
dedicated.
yeah, in each of our dreams, our art is dedication for us. Like, we gotta master that shit. Like, with me, with YouTube, editing, I gotta make everything perfect. If it's not perfect, I'm not gonna upload the video.
that.
And
That's
with
what happened
James,
with me.
yeah, with him, he's gotta make whatever he can perfect, or he's not gonna like it. That's what me with editing. If my video is like, I don't care if I get 12 views on the video, as long as it's a perfect video in my eyes, that's good enough for me.
Mm.
Basically, I can
Yeah.
show you guys some of my drawings. I have my book somewhere around here.
Dude, what I'm saying though, in the future, if you want, you could be like our thumbnail maker or like our artist for each of us.
Basically,
Mm.
that I would love to do that as
You
long as
gotta
I can
get
do
you should
something.
get like a program on your computer with like a drawing pad and like draw
Eh,
digital art and shit.
I was gonna get one of those digital art pads. Them bitches are $500 for the pad, like just for the pad and all that.
You can get cheaper
Like,
ones. There's like ones for
Yeah,
like
there's
40
one that's like
or 20.
that like an Osu pad, bro.
Yeah, you can use Osu pads to do that.
Like, dude, they're like not that much money. Jesus,
Yeah, you can
four
get like a
hundred
$20 Osu
dollars.
pad.
yeah,
That's like
I've
a
never
really
actually
good
thought about
one.
that.
That's like a
Yeah.
really good
Yo, I
one.
never thought about that.
I'm gonna get an Osu pad. I want to get better at Osu.
Bro, I used to fucking, oh my god, I used to fucking
I'm
wreck
gonna
with the
get a
Osu
mouse with
pad.
Osu.
I haven't played Osu in so long that I don't even think I'm good anymore.
I am ass at Osu. I am not even close to being
Just
good.
like drawing videos.
Basically,
What?
I'm thinking about doing something. I don't know if it will be like ripping off the podcast, but I was gonna make something like called like Anime Tuesdays or whatever, where like me and James sit in here and we like talk about anime and shit like that.
Mm,
But
you
I
know
don't
what
know
we?
if we'd be ripping off the podcast.
I don't know what we could do because we're productions, right? That means we can make basically whatever the fuck we want. We can make
Yeah.
music. We could make podcasts,
Movies.
like movies.
Movies.
So I don't know. We could do some fuck shit. Like I don't know.
Yeah. No, I was thinking about something like that, but we could post it on this channel. Like I could be in charge of like Anime Tuesdays where I record it and I'll send you it or whatever, or you give me the channel and I'll upload it. And
Mm.
James could be in charge of like whatever he wants. And then
Yo,
you're in charge
imagine
of the
we make like a
podcast,
drama alert. Yo,
a drama
YouTube
alert.
news. YouTube news. Let's do it. YouTube
Dude,
news.
this is actually a
Welcome
smart
back to
idea.
Sus Boys Productions. All right, we're talking about how Susan, wow, whatever the fuck her name is, died. All right, this bitch got fucking sniped.
Oh shit, assassinated. No,
All right, all right, all
no,
right.
we
I'm
should do
Susan. I'm
that.
so sorry, man. Put us on. Put us on the
Put us on the
recommended
For You
page.
page like a lot.
Put us on the recommended page, or else.
You know who I see on my recommended? I don't even watch his videos that much. Pyrocynical. Every time he uploads a video, he's on my For You like 8 times. Every time I refresh, first video, Pyrocynical.
here, hold up. Let me
He
just
makes it
refresh my
like
For You
once a
page.
month. And it literally, dude, I just watched his new video. And that shit still came in my recommended. I watched it.
You know
Dude,
who's
that's what I'm
always
saying.
on my
Yo, your
recommended,
mic
right?
is fucking. Jeez.
You know
Cheese.
who's always on my recommended
Who?
that I don't watch, but I started watching because I always see his videos. I'm Dante.
See,
Literally,
look.
He's actually pretty
always
good.
there.
The video came back in my recommended. It's the best free game you ever played 5 days ago. I literally already watched it, and it's literally the first one in my recommended.
Someone that's always in my recommended that I don't really watch is like. Let me check right now. What are they called? Right here. Good Mythical Morning. I don't watch them as
Shit.
much as I used to anymore, but they're always in my recommended, which is fucking weird.
I'm telling you though, we should do that.
Huh?
with the podcast with the Sus Boys Production YouTube channel where
Mm,
I like do something on Tuesdays, someone else does something. It would be like we can upload more. Like that would allow
Yeah,
us to upload
basically.
more.
It's just the thing with me is I got bad quality.
I got bad.
Like
Hey,
I
it
work
doesn't
hard.
Someone
matter.
else,
You
I'll
gotta
try my
start
best.
from small and then work your way up to
yeah.
good.
Look at PewDiePie. He started in like what 2010
Look at
with a shitty
Jacksepticeye. His first
fucking
videos of him doing a fucking impression of some weird shit. What's his
yeah.
name?
It
I forget.
started from the bottom.
War.
Started from the
Corey
bottom.
Kenshin. Yo, I remember Corey. You guys watch Corey
Corey
Kenshin,
Kenshin, yeah.
dude.
Motherfucker started making fucking videos of him playing Xbox 360 with his emo ass haircut.
Yeah,
His
dude.
emo ass haircut.
Yeah. I
So, dude.
when I watch people like that and they're like they are so like you could tell they're deep into their videos. They're like
Yeah.
they're not even like pretending or anything. They love making their videos and
Well,
communicating with their comment section and shit.
the thing is now, it's hard to make, like, I feel like YouTube now is so used to high quality that you
Yeah.
gotta make your shit high quality.
You know what
Or
we
no one's gonna
should
watch
do?
it.
We should record a audio version and like
On
a
Spotify.
video, yeah, and like put it on Spotify. I feel like that'd be pretty cool.
I mean, what you could do is like upload this to YouTube, download it in like an MP3 format, and then upload it to Spotify.
Oh shit, yeah, you're right.
That would work.
How the fuck
Dude, I'm
am I?
gonna make a video today.
A video today? It's
Actually, I might
5:30 in the
make a-
morning.
Dude, I'm pulling the all nighter. I'm
Uh,
staying up for season 8
Yeah,
of
I'm
Apex.
so excited.
You're
I might actually
staying up.
stream on Twitch. Should I stream on Twitch when we play?
I don't know if you want.
I
Oh,
could
shit.
totally stream, but I mean, dude,
Oh, my muscles hurt.
Same.
my
I've been playing
muscles hurt.
volleyball a lot and like okay, so I really like what's your favorite sports? Let's talk about this. Like to watch, to play games,
Basketball.
or anything.
Oh wait.
Basketball.
To
Well, I don't know
watch,
why,
to
but I
watch, I
love-
love basketball.
Yes.
Mine is
Yo,
I
the
like-
Nets. They're doing so good right now.
I haven't watched basketball though in like actually like 5 months. Last game I watched, I think it was the Bucks versus fuck. Oh, I forgot,
game I
but I'm pretty sure the
watched,
Bucks
like,
lost.
Last game I watched on TV was I think it was the Rockets versus it was in December. It was the Rockets versus someone.
I stopped watching because like, my thing got canceled, so I couldn't really watch sports anymore.
Look at this.
And I don't really have anything to
So
watch
this
it
right here.
on.
Dude, you're obsessed with Haiku. Is that how where you got that shit from? Is Haiku?
No. I've actually been playing like I used to. That's my favorite game in gym class, volleyball. I didn't
Dodgeball,
even know about
dude. Yo,
Haiku until like fucking last year. Before that, I just loved volleyball.
yo, have you guys ever had the
used
rubber
to-
balls for dodgeball?
Jim, the red ones?
The red
Yes,
rubber
dude, they hurt
balls.
so bad.
Yeah.
Yo,
If
I
you got
remember
riddled
in
with that shit-
elementary, dude. Oh
Ooh.
God, we had them for 1 year and then they switched them to foam balls because like, I don't know why people just they just didn't like them anymore.
I know.
Yo, we had them for 1 year, and bro, my old elementary gym teacher, Mr. Cooper, he's like, do not. He was British. He was like, do not hit anyone in the face with these fucking balls.
In the face.
And what the fuck did I do? I threw them. I didn't give a fuck. I was throwing them.
You
All I
were
heard,
British, you was
I
like,
threw them.
You fucking retard.
I threw it, right? I threw it and I instantly turned around to run away because one was coming my way and all I heard was boom. You know what the sound they make? Boom. Like, and then I look and there's this big red mark on my friend's face. He's like, I'm like,
Jesus,
I'm
dude.
sorry, yo. It was fucking lit.
You fucking retard.
Bro,
You
those
crazy,
dodgeballs. And then they switched to foam balls and the foam balls, they
Yeah.
don't hurt. They're gay.
For some, I don't know if this happened to you guys.
Those
Okay,
foam balls, that they switched to, like the old ones, and they have like craters in it,
Yeah,
and
and
they're
then you could
ripping off the
grab them
phone.
and fucking chuck
Yeah,
them, dude. Oh, that's what makes them
yeah.
better.
Uh,
Okay, so this was when I was in 8th grade, the second year of 8th grade, and we were playing dodgeball with the foam balls. There was these really like bigger ones than the little small ones,
Oh
and
yeah, I think I
they
know
were
what he's
embedded.
talking about.
I took one, right, and I like okay, so I learned how to throw a curveball because I was watching this like one video and it showed you how to throw a curveball. I was like, yo, I gotta try it. I threw the ball as hard as I can. It like curved around my friend's head, and then it hit this other kid in the face so hard.
Jeez.
His
It's
glasses
like that movie
flew.
Wanted, where they curve the bullet
Yeah,
around like the thing.
yeah, and his whole face was mad red. So then I was like, I look at my other friend that was next to me. I was like, I gotta do it again.
Did
I
I
gotta
tell you
do
how
it
I
again.
accidentally broke this kid's nose? Dude, nah.
You want to hear the story when
Fucking
I accidentally stabbed him in the neck with a pair of scissors?
oh
I think he told
oh
we were playing
Yeah, that shit
field
was
hockey,
fucked.
dog. We were playing field hockey in gym class. And I'm big, I'm big, and bro, I fell in love with this field hockey thing. The first one I was like, fine, I'll play. I started playing. I was like, it's pretty fun, and I was eating that fucking ball we had. We didn't have like a thing. We had a ball, and we were playing field hockey. And I was like, yo, this fucking lit. Holy shit! And I'm getting into this, and I'm ready. And he's like, round 3. He's like, all right, go, go, go. He blows his whistle. I'm fucking booking for the ball. I smacked that, and I fucking I as I was like swinging the thing like this, bro, this fucking kid Trayvon, his fucking legs get caught, and she just fucking falls right, and then he gets up. He's like, "Oh shit, I feel what the hell? Am I okay?" And I look at him, and just blood. He just started bleeding
Yeah.
everywhere, and I'm like, shit. And then I keep playing, and I'm like, I just start running away and keep playing. And then the gym teacher's like, Trayvon's nose is bleeding. Everybody stop. Everybody stop. And then he got sent to the nurse, and his fucking nose broke. I felt like a
Yeah,
dick.
that's
I
nice.
hated hockey in gym. There was always those one kid that like you would be like destroying them and like when you're like trying to get the ball like in the center and they'd hit your fingers with their sticks.
They fucking
I hated
know.
that.
They always did that shit. Like, they would be like, oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. Like, bro, my nigga, my fingers hurt. Like, I'm bleeding.
I think there was one time I got
Dude,
so angry at Mr. Watt because he used to do. Mr. Watt was my gym teacher. He used to do this thing where you would take the ball, and he would like he was
I
really good, and
know.
he
He
would like
was really
launch it, and
good.
it was like a missile hitting you, right? So I was playing goalie because no one else wanted to because of him, and I'm there, right? And he does it, and it bounced off my chest. So he did it. He just kept doing it, and then he hit me right in the nuts. It went straight to my nuts. It hurt so bad. I was on the floor and I was about to cry. I was gonna cry.
Yeah, I remember we were in this one gym class, and they were like, "All right, so for today, we're not doing gym. We're not playing anything. We're gonna be writing." And everybody's like, "Oh fuck!" And then, and he's like, "But we're gonna be writing a game. All right, you guys are gonna make your own game.
Oh,
Okay, you're gonna make your
yeah.
own game, and then we're gonna play it at the end of the year." And I was like, "Fuck yeah, dude! Fuck yeah!" And I get me and my fucking friends, and then he's like, "Name your team and everything, and then write down what your game's about and everything, and what things you gotta use." And then we call ourselves Team Moral Support. And at first we were gonna name ourselves Team Life Support, but then we were like, we were like, And bro, we made our game like medieval. We made our game. We called it medieval some shit. And bro, the game was basically everybody's fighting with these with the fucking hockey sticks, and it was like some stupid shit. You had to like, we were gonna get the mats, like the gym mats, and the gym mats were supposed to be castles, dude. And you had to like break it down with the things, and like you had to
Yo,
fucking sword fight and shit. Yo, it was gonna be so good, but
wait.
he considered it too dangerous, so we couldn't do it.
but my year of eighth grade, there was a game where you had to protect like one
Oh
end of
yeah, I
the
know what
ball,
you're talking about.
and then you could tackle people, like you could suplex someone. The
Bro,
teacher told me to take this small ass kid
you had.
and suplex him. And I look at him, I'm like, you see my size, right? I'm gonna break him. And then fucking this kid kept taunting me. So when he went to get the ball, I accidentally punched him in the face. His name was Junior. His name was
Oh, I
Junior.
know
He's
who
like,
you're talking about.
he's like, Jesus, like, grab the ball. He's like, just
I
knocks
did.
his
That's what
ass
I
out.
happened.
remember him.
I punched him right in the face, and he was pissed. I was like,
Shit.
I was laughing. He's like, it's not funny. I
You
was like,
just full on slam on his ass.
that's what I did. And the teacher said nothing. I was like, what's
Hey,
this game?
that's
This shit
rough.
loud.
Oh, I remember we got the
Yo,
new teacher. What's his? I forget his name. Something Sanders. And then we got him, right?
Yeah.
They were literally wrestling in the. You remember the gym, like the stalls, not the stalls, like the locker room. The locker room. They were
Yeah.
literally wrestling and fighting, and bro, and Sanders is like, hey, everybody's like, oh shit, like, and then he's like, you guys are doing it wrong. And he's like showing us how to do shit and everything. And then they start fighting, bro. They're fucking fighting. He's like, yeah, 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 go, 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 bro. And I was like, ah,
He was the
fuck.
weirdest
I
teacher
was like, are you
ever.
serious? I'm in a ghetto ass school, man. You got the teacher over here being the referee for a fucking fight. And then Troy, the kid that I broke his, they fucking grab him and they start dragging him across by his legs. They fucking dragging him on the floor and shit and smacking him into the lockers and
Oh
shit.
fuck!
And Mr. Shannon's like, woo, sorry, Trey. And then he's like, let's go. He's like, shit, I better get some popcorn. And everybody's like, what the fuck is wrong with Sanders?
That is brutal. What is
Yo,
wrong?
but
Oh
he
my
he was a lit ass teacher. He would let us do anything. I remember everybody was fucking vaping, dog. Everybody was vaping in this fucking classroom because there was no cameras. There was no cameras, so everybody was like vaping and shit. He didn't care. He was actually a lit teacher. Mr. White, he was a
I love
fucking
Mr.
drill
White.
sergeant. He was a drill sergeant.
That's why I liked him. He
Bro,
was
I
so
remember,
sensitive. He
man.
cursed a lot.
I remember we had a field trip and so I didn't bring my school clothes or like gym clothes. And this motherfucker and then we get canceled because there's too much snow outside. We get canceled for the field trip. So we had to go to gym class. How in gym class, he's like, all right, so for the people who don't have gym clothes, don't have to do 30 push-ups. You have to do 15. And I'm like, still gotta do push-ups.
30?
Yeah, he made us do 30 push-ups if we didn't come with
For
gym
my
clothes.
class, he made us do 50.
Yeah.
He pissed. Well, mainly because we pissed him off when in the beginning of the year.
Mm.
But like that, a little much. So I brought gym clothes every.
I didn't really care. Alright, I didn't do the push-ups. I never liked doing push-ups. Push-ups weren't ever my thing. Sit-ups, good. Anything else, I'm like, oh, okay at. Like, dude, push-ups, I suck at. I suck at push-ups. So I never liked doing push-ups, but I never came with gym clothes, so I would always have to do these 30 push-ups. I never did them. He didn't give a fuck, I guess.
Yo, Andrew.
Oh shit, we're over an
How
hour.
was your gym class?
Yeah, how was your gym
What?
class, my guy?
My
How was
gym,
your?
you were some weird. Okay, so I think it was started in 2000. It was in like 10th grade or some shit.
Yeah.
4 years, 2 years. I had seniors gym class. I was in the gym class with senior kids. And it was like I think like 6 other of my grade, and then 4 years I had the same gym teacher. And for those last 2 years in school, well, I was a senior in 12th, but it was still classified as senior gym. But I had the senior gym, and then in I think 11th grade, uh fucking those these seniors that I was popular, but I was always quiet. So I would
Yeah.
play like basketball, and then fucking they played Foursquare. You know what Foursquare is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a mini Foursquare court, but there was a bigger one that the teacher let you play. And he took a yoga ball and he let you play with the yoga ball in a big Foursquare. And we would
Yo.
like smack that shit with like the paws. They would be like that, and then it would just go flying, dog.
Yo. That
And
sounds
then
awesome.
even with the first square court, it was popular kids, so they were in sports and competitive as shit. So there was this one kid. I'm not gonna say his name, but he was like, I don't know, he was popular, but he was aggressive on it. But, I think I was the server, and then I smacked the shit. I was quiet kid. I always played ref because they played ref, but I was a quiet kid, so I never really like fucking did anything like it
Yeah.
said "fuck you." I never went ham, but I always played hard like they did. And then there was the senior kids that were in the second square and the fourth square.
Yeah.
I was in the I was in the fourth. They were in second and first, and
Yeah.
then third and first, and then the kid that I was talking about was in second. The one where that I served it to, and I served it to him. He served it. He smacked it on one of the seniors. The senior set me up. I went
Yo.
smacked him right in the face. And everybody's like, "Andrew, let's go! You legend!" Because he was being a dick and shit. He was being a dick and shit. But throughout like the entire gym class in 11th grade where they were graduating when I was in 11th grade, but we did tons of shit like that. I was always quiet, so I was in the back while like it was like 12, it was like half of my grade and then seniors, and then we always did crazy shit like that. It was so funny.
The only time I've ever been called like a legend in gym class was when we had this game where they put they had like cones and a cone, and then there was team one and team
Oh.
Yeah.
two, and then they would put a ball like a dodgeball on top
Yeah.
and a dodgeball on top, and you had to there was protectors and then there was attackers, and you had to defend the ball, and if you grabbed the ball and get it to your side, that team would lose and you would win and whatnot. So I was the Ram, dog. I was the Ram, right? And dude, when I tell you I rammed. There was this group of girls protecting because the girls didn't want to do anything except for
Oh,
protect. They
no.
didn't want to attack. No, all they see is me go through because they had like this thing that would come down and like split the gym in half. I'm running and they don't see me, and then I know where they fucking see me and they're like, right, and then I'm fucking running, bro. I'm booking it, and I just maul them down. The ball falls off the cone. I grab it. I throw it to Ozzy, and Ozzy grabs it, runs it over, and then Mr. Sanders like, he blows his whistle. He's like, "Oh, team two wins. Team two wins." And everybody's like, "Let's go, Jim. Let's go. Let's go." And then everybody's freaking out. I'm like, "Yeah." And then I basically do the same thing, but except for this one round. There was this one round, right? And then they had like I don't want to say fat, but they had like 3 fat dudes and like a few girls and like a few other dudes protecting it because they were like, "Yo, Jacob's crazy." They were like, "Jacob's crazy. Watch out." So I'm like, so I start taunting them. I'm like a bull or some shit. And then they're all like, "Oh, fucking retard," spelled. And then I'm like, okay. And so I'm like, yo, I'm gonna fuck them up. I look at Ozzy, I look at Junior was on my, I look at Junior, I'm like, y'all better be ready. And then he blows his whistle, I fucking start running. I'm just running straight in the middle of the fucking gym. I'm just running it straight. I don't give a fuck anymore. And then there's this kid that tries blogging me, and I just I just yeeted him off to the side. I'm like, get the fuck out my way. And so I keep running, and then I basically run into the middle of the group, and they all just split. And then fucking Ryan and then this girl named Tiffany. You know Ryan. They fall. They fucking fall, right? And then Ryan's like, "Oh, fuck you, Jacob." And then I'm like, "Oh, no, fuck you." I grab the ball, I throw it out. And then Cameron fucking pushes me like this, and I fall, and my glasses fall off, and then I kick Cameron's leg, and he falls right on top of my fucking glasses and breaks them. Cameron's a big ass dude. He breaks my glasses, and then everybody's like, "It was worth the sacrifice," and I'm like, "I can't see, bro. I can't see now. We're gonna lose." And we lost like 2 more rounds, and we fucking won. And then there was this other game we played where you could use the mats as rams. Bro, that game was so fun. So we put up the walls and we're pretending like it's a wall, right? We're pretending like, oh, it's a wall. And then everybody starts attacking. Everybody's like attacking the wall, like, break it down. And me and Trevor, this skinny kid, and a few other people were holding up the wall, and they're like, why did this wall go down? And then somebody checks, and they throw a signal, and that means that there's people right against the wall. And so we grab the wall, and we just the mat, and we just close it, and then we knock it down. We close it on them, and then there's a bunch of people in this little mat, and we just knock it down. And then Mr. Sanders like, genius play. But yo, that gym class was fucking wild. It was lit, dude.
Dude, there was this, I think it was in 10th grade in gym class. It was like, this was when I was with like my whole grade and another grade below me. I think we were playing each grade against each other. It was a dodgeball, but when the ball hits you, and if you caught it or someone else on the team caught it, it wouldn't count as an out.
I know, that was like,
No,
no, out, it
was
wouldn't
something
count.
So yeah, it wouldn't count as like them getting out as long as someone caught it and it didn't touch the ground. But
Mm.
it was the legendary shit ever. It was me and this other kid on the very last ones left. And if we caught it two, someone else on our team was allowed back in. And there was like I think 4 or 5 of the other grade left. But one kid chucked the ball, hit my friend in the shoulder. The ball flew back. I was like next to him. The ball flew back. I fucking Odell Beckham Jr. with the ground. It was so sick, dude.
Yo,
It was the greatest catch ever. Everyone was like, "Oh shit, let's go!" And then I think we won that game, but it was so sick.
There was this
was
one game. You ever played red light, green light dodgeball? Bro, that shit
No,
was
I don't think I did.
crazy, dude. It was red light, green light, but with dodgeball. So like, there was this like one group, and then the people who are like red light, green light, telling you to go fuck off basically and tag you. And if you got tagged, you would have to like
Yeah.
sit the fuck down or some shit. Right, and they would get only a certain amount of balls, like like ammo, I guess, like they would get, and then there was this other team that would have to try and hit them to get them out, but they would get infinite amount of balls. And bro, let me tell you how bad these motherfuckers' aim was. They were hitting me and everybody else, all of us, the people who are saying red, not the people who are saying the people who are saying red light, and then there's the group of people that has to run, which is us. So we're running, and then they're hitting us, and we're like, bro, y'all aim sucks. We're like, aim for those people, dude. And they're fucking stupid. And then this one kid got hit in the fucking head and got fucking knocked down. And then the teacher was just like, sit down, bro, sit down. Don't even try this. Their aim sucks. It was fucking crazy. It was great. And there was also this one. Yo, you ever played that game in elementary school where you had to like the seaweed game where like you have to turn into seaweed and tag people in elementary school?
No.
Oh, dude.
Yeah,
Oh
I
my
know what you're
god.
talking
It's
about,
like
though.
I think it was like freeze tag,
Yo.
but if you got tagged, you had to like wave or some shit and like tag people and some stupid
Have-
shit.
Have you guys played that one game where I always played it? It was only in elementary school that I played it, but it would be like dodgeball, but each team had hula hoops where you set the
Oh,
hula hoops up
yeah,
where they stand and then you
yeah.
knock them down. And, yeah, I used to love that game, dude. It's like each team has 3, and you gotta guard them, and like whoever knocks down all of them, the other team wins.
I think
That game was fun.
You ever played the
This is
game? I
also-
think it had that, except the people in the hula hoops were like I think garters or something, and like something weird or something. And then there was this one
Yeah.
hula hoop that it was like the prison for the people that got tagged with the dodgeball. But then if somebody on the other team could shoot it into the other basketball hoop, that team would win. The person who made it into the basketball hoop, that team would win.
Yeah.
That game was
Yeah.
actually type fun. It was type fun because so many people were like good at basketball on our team.
So okay, so this happened in dodgeball, right? It was like this medic dodgeball.
Oh,
You know what medic dodgeball?
oh
Have you guys
my
played street
god, with
dodgeball?
the
What was
roly
that?
things, with the roly things.
So you know those little scooters you could like ride on
Oh
in like the gym stuff?
shit, yeah.
Yeah, the
Bro,
medic would like
medic
put them on there and
dodgeballs.
drag them to the back, and they'll be
I
on
was
the bottom.
heavy
Yeah,
as
I know
hell,
what you're talking
dude.
about.
Right? So I was playing medic dodgeball, and my medic, I had to protect my medic. So my medic was like using it as a shield, trying to get to someone, and someone like went to hit it at his foot, and I threw the ball, and the ball hit that ball, and then the ball hit another ball flying at the medic. It was really nice. So then I picked up the ball and I threw it, and it like curved. It was not on purpose. It curved and almost hit Mr. Sanders right in the head. It like went next to him, and it sounded like a bullet hitting the wall. It was like super
Jeez.
loud. He was like, if that would have hit me, I would have picked it up and threw it back at you. And I was like, oh no, no, because you gotta understand.
I
he's
had a
athletic.
story about that. Playing that game, my one friend, to get him to the other side, he was big, so and I was the medic, so I had to push him over. We would struggle pushing him, and I don't think our teacher allowed more than like one medic because it was a weird type of game. I climbed on his back and went on the fucking car with him. I like pedaled on the car side.
Yeah,
I got him over there, but it was a struggle, dude.
fucking
We used to have like you know how I said about ninth grade we had swimming class.
yeah.
Dude, oh I just the story just came into my head. It was so sick. Okay, so we were on Fridays we had free Fridays where we could do whatever we wanted in the pool. And
Oh, never mind.
there was the what was it the you jump on it and shit?
Yeah,
Yeah, there was
the
that and
diving
then
board.
yeah, the diving board. I used to go on that, and they said you could do whatever you want as long as it's not like you'll get hurt. And then
Yeah.
I,
Just
it was
belly
my
flop.
first time on it. It was my first time on it, and then went to the edge of the board, stood backwards away from the pool, like to the wall, to do a backflip. And all I thought in my head was like some sick anime shit. I jumped on the board. I went like this backwards. I did a backflip and landed perfectly in the pool. I
Yo,
was like, yo, that's some sick shit, dog.
okay. Andrew, you remember that pool that fucking in the summer we used to go to? My dad used to take us like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah. So right, I remember it was like my second time ever going there. I wasn't allowed to use the diving board the first time I went there.
Uh-huh.
Second time I was going crazy. I was doing summer like fucking backflips, front
Somersaults.
flips, like summer. I was like mad high because I was so light. I could
Yeah.
just bounce, right? And then I kept doing it, and then after we left, I like hurt my what's it called? That thing that's like right here at the bottom of your stomach, like right near your liver.
Your appendix?
Yeah, I bruised my appendix, and I went to the doctors. They thought it was gonna burst. So like they were all like,
Jeez.
whoo, right? And then
I
fucking
remember my ex, her appendix
like
was
in
gonna
fifth
burst
grade.
at school, dude. My fucking I was like, yo, my girlfriend's about to
I still
die,
have
dude.
mine.
I was asking this one girl, I was like, yo, you trying to bug mine? And she was like, don't you have a girlfriend? And I'm like, bro, her appendix is about to burst. I mean, she's gonna die. All my
I
friends were
still
like,
have mine.
all my friends were like, yo,
Holy shit.
yo, Jacob's a savage, Jacob's a savage. I'm like, bro, fuck off. Bro, that shit was funny as hell. It was like in 5th grade.
I never had a problem with my appendix. I know
Well, yeah,
kids in my school that used to like have surgery and they'll be like, come back, yeah, I got my appendix removed. I'm so cool.
Right.
I
Like,
never
but
had
people who are like, yo, I broke my leg when I was 12.
Yeah.
Like, yo,
Never
like,
broke
chill.
my leg.
checked the hood and shit, dude.
Like people are like, yo, I got a peanut allergy. Like,
in my life.
I've broken my leg before, and I didn't even mean to break it. My friend pushed me into a bush, and then I started limping the
Damn.
next day.
Oh, okay. So I was in.
You
fifth
remember
grade.
that? I was in a wheelchair for a month. Wait, actually, no. You might have been with your dad or like with
Yeah, I was
them.
with my dad. But yeah, okay. So it was like in fifth grade. I don't know how I remember this. There was this kid. I ain't gonna say his name because like I don't talk to him anymore. Don't know if he cares. So like I ain't gonna say his name.
Ugh.
Well, we were playing kickball, and he was running, and he wanted to go to the base, and he like had to make a quick stop. And all I remember is his foot going from like a foot to
Dude.
it was like bent in like a 90-degree angle. And I look at it, I'm like, oh, that's disgusting. And right? And he goes to the nurse. The nurse,
Oh,
like, they bring him a wheelchair. The nurse looks at it, and she's like,
let me put some ice on
you might need some ice. It's a little swollen. That she's like, you might need some ice. It's a little
Yo,
swollen.
you heard Derek's story about how he broke his arm.
Oh yeah. And so then me and my other friend, right? We were playing still. And the kid kicked up the ball. We were both looking up at the ball, running towards it, and we just collided. My tooth, this one right here, the crooked one, went right into his forehead, which made it like crooked, kind of like it made it bad.
Oh, I thought you said
Yeah,
it came off and was in his
no,
forehead.
Dude.
it went right into his forehead, and it made it like crooked, and then like his forehead had like this tooth mark, and it was just
Jesus.
gushing blood, and he had to get fucking like 2 stitches. And we're all three of us are chilling, right? And when the nurse leaves, he looks at us. He's like, "This fucking nurse said I need ice. It's a little swollen. My fucking foot is in a 90-degree angle." He's like, "How is it just swollen?"
Dude,
So
I got a concussion once in school. It was on field day in like 5th grade. And we were playing baseball. It was me and my friend. And he went to go catch. He's big. He's like
yeah,
buff. And he's like, I think like fucking 5'11" or some shit. Or 6 foot tall. Or some shit like that. But he ran at me. We were both going to catch the ball. We weren't looking at each other. We were looking at the ball. It was coming down. And then we collided heads just like boom. And then we both passed out on the ground. We were just laying next to each other, just straight up passed out. And I don't think I went home that day, but I went home with a massive headache. Went to the hospital or some shit, and I got a concussion.
wait, like a
Yeah.
bit, like a really bad concussion.
No, it was like a minor one.
Antonio
I
Brown
just it
concussion.
just gave me a like a massive headache.
Bro, I remember when I went to in like K4, like bro, like when I was little, dog. I was little as hell. I was like, I think like 6 K4 or something, whatever age you're supposed to be in K4, right? And we go on this field trip, and then we come back and we got like this. There was this artist that was doing like tattoos. Like they were painting tattoos, like they were painting on kids, right? Doing face paint. I got this like snake on me because I like really like the snake or whatever from the what the fuck did my mouse
Fuck.
just do? I really like the
Flew
snake
away.
from the field trip at the zoo, and then fucking right, and then I got it painted. I'm like, yo, this is sick. Like I'm little, right? And I come back home, and I show Papito and Mamita, and they look at it and they're like, demonio. They're like, devil. They fucking smack me across the face. They're like, get that shit
What
off your
the
face.
fuck?
Get that shit off your
Yo.
face. Then you do not get a tattoo until you are 18 at least. And I'm like, fucking crying.
It's
Dude.
What did I do?
What did I do?
I was like, it's just pain, it's just pain. And she's like, it don't matter. She starts grabbing the chancla. I start fucking running, dog. I'm fucking running. And I go into the bathroom, I'm like, wiping it off. Jesus, yo. That's what I meant when I said earlier, strict ass parents.
Dude, fuck, what was I gonna say? I don't remember. Oh,
Oh yeah, did I
and,
mention we're at an hour and 30?
Shit.
let's keep going.
Yeah, right.
And in fucking middle school, because James, you remember this? My middle school got knocked down because it had it's old as shit, and it had like fucking some like leaking in it, so they had to shut it down forever. So they moved fifth and sixth to elementary school, and then seventh and eighth to high school. So seventh and eighth grade was in the high school with the rest of the high schoolers, and we had field day still. And there was this hill that was like out the back door. There was this hill, and me and my friends, for some odd fucking reason, we just rolled down like it was a dangerous hill. It was like this fucking steep, dude. It was like straight down. Like all of us used to roll down it and shit like that. And one time my friends were fucking around and they tripped on each other and they fucking flew down the hill. It was fucking crazy, dude. I think one of them hit their head on a fucking
Yo,
tree or some shit.
who's the
fuck is
demon
that?
in your background,
Yeah,
James?
there's like a ghost back there.
You gotta go to work.
Shit.
He gotta go?
Yeah.
It's 6 in the morning.
They basically, since his job closed yesterday, they're making him go in early today, and then he gets off at like
Mm.
3 in the afternoon.
When we ending this podcast?
I don't
So
know.
like, tell me this, right? So I remember I was like 9, maybe 7-ish. I had these pair of scissors in my neck, right?
Yay.
No, I was just joking.
No,
Uh,
we told him before. This is what happened, dog. He got scissors from his school. His school gave him
sharp-ass
scissors.
scissors.
Real
Sharp.
fucking scissors, not safety scissors that you would give a kid. He gave him real ass scissors.
Like these
So
scissors were fucking sharp.
this motherfucker ain't even my fault, so I'm not gonna act like it was my fault. This motherfucker had scissors in his hand. We
Yeah.
were wrestling. He didn't say, "Oh, Andrew, I have scissors in my hand. Be careful." Nah. See, he just didn't say shit. So I
was like
picked up
7.
this
Seven.
motherfucker. He was
Alright.
smaller than me at the time and light. So I picked this motherfucking ass up. I held him in my arms and I ripped him onto the bed. He landed like his arms were out because it was over my arms, and then his arms were out. Scissors in hand, pointing straight fucking up, not down, straight up. This motherfucker went his fucking neck. Scissors went all like straight through. He was like holding me and Derek were standing there. He was holding his neck and then he ran out downstairs. Didn't say shit. He was just holding his neck running out. I was like, me and Derek were looking at each other like, the fuck did
I'll be
he
honest.
do?
I don't know why
See,
I was
running
running.
out. No, you
I didn't know why I
bolted
was
out.
running.
You
I didn't know
held
they
him
were
in
in
your
my neck.
You
Yeah, I
held in
did.
your neck.
Probably because he
know, I
had
didn't know
scissors
that.
in his fucking neck.
I didn't know they were in there until I got downstairs and everyone was screaming. I'm like, what?
At the time, my sister was married or not married yet, but dating his dad, and we were like kind of related. But he used to call my sister mom. He ran
Oh god.
downstairs and he was like, "Mom," and then they were. I was like, "Andrew, what the fuck did you do?" I was like, "I didn't do anything."
What did I do?
And
Yo,
to
I
the
was
hospital.
confused. And then like they were like, "Yo, drink water, drink water." I'm like, "I'm not thirsty, yo."
This motherfucker scared the shit out of me, dude. When he came home, I was on the couch laying down, ready to go to sleep. I was like scared for my life because I didn't know if he was like seriously hurt or like life changing shit. This motherfucker scared me.
Bro, I was more scared of the fucking needles they were trying to give me at the hospital than anything.
He almost
I-
died. He almost
I-
died. It was an inch away from a major artery and it could have killed him.
Listen, I was more scared of the needles they were trying to put in my arm to make me go to sleep than anything else. As soon as they pulled out a needle, I just started
They just
screaming.
pull out this needle and they're
Jesus,
like,
a
shh.
giant ass fucking needle.
I was terrified of needles. I
They
still don't
just
like
pull
them.
that shit out.
I,
Shh.
I'm not scared of them.
I'm worse than you though. I almost died of blood loss when I was like fucking 3. I don't know if I told this story before. It was my brother and his girlfriend on the recliner. I was on the top of it, and they got up at the same time. I fell back, rusty nail straight at my head. I think I still have the scar, but giant ass hair. Rusty nail straight at my head, blood everywhere. When I left for the
Oh,
hospital, my entire
fuck.
floor was just
Oh
covered in
God,
blood,
what the fuck?
just
Why am I
everywhere, dude.
lagging?
My
My
entire
MS
floor
is
was just covered in
crazy.
blood.
Let me tell you. Okay, so me and you had that. This I had the scissors. You had that, right?
Yeah,
Derek, he ran into a fucking table. His forehead. That's why he has a scar here.
yeah,
Yeah, the table corner of the table went right into his forehead. He
yeah.
had to get stitches. They wrapped him up like a hot dog.
Remember remember when I was like 5? My sister had a bag of glass,
A
like
bag of
shattered
glass.
glass, yeah. And she swung it. I was following her. She swung it over her shoulder, and I still have the scars. It's on this eye. Or wait, no, this eye. It's like there's one here and there's one on my eyelid, one under my eyebrow, and one right here. And I almost lost this eye. If I didn't blink when she did that, it would have cut my entire fucking eye.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I still have
Okay.
the scar. You can't see it on camera, but
The
in real
worst thing
life, you
I've
could see
like
it.
ever bled or like blood, like there was so much blood, was when I
Yeah.
ran outside. Like Papito, my dad, he was like, "Yo, put some shoes on." I'm like, "Nah, it's fine. It's like the grass and whatnot." And I'm just running outside. I'm like playing and shit while he's doing gardening stuff, right? And I'm just running. Feel this sharp pain in my fucking foot, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I take my foot and I like put it like I grab it. I'm like this, looking at my foot, and there's just this big ass fucking twig sticking out of my foot, and I'm
Jeez.
like, I fucking just fall over. I'm like, and then I start feeling the pain. I'm like, I start yelling. I'm like, I start crying, bawling my eyes out,
Yo,
and Papito's like, I told you to wear shoes. No. And then and then he's like, all right, I'm gonna have to pull it out. I'm gonna have to pull it out. And I'm like crying and shit. And then he's like, Mamita, get the alcohol. And I'm like, oh fuck. And I'm like, oh.
I'm dead. I'm going to die.
I was
I'm
like,
going to
I'm
die.
going to die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna fucking die. And he's like, one, two. He fucking pulls this twig out of my fucking foot, and then just blood everywhere, just blood, bro. And then we had like on where I was sitting, my back porch, there was like these pieces of
Yeah.
wood, like all the wood, like it was a rows of wood,
Yeah.
just wood, and they were like dipped like this. They were like kind of dipped, and where he pulled out, where he started gushing blood, it was in between the dip, so it was just like a trail, just blood like going down, and then it started dripping off the edge and shit, and then there started
Jeez.
this white shit coming out of my foot, and I'm like crying my ass off because I'm
Oh, that
fucking
was probably
bleeding,
from
bro.
peroxide.
I was bleeding, bro, and then Mamita grabs the alcohol and fucking starts squirting that shit. And I'm like, oh my, I'm like, yo, this shit fucking hurts, and I'm fucking crying and shit. I'm like, I can't even feel the pain anymore. And then she grabs the peroxide, and then Papito's like, nah, let me handle the peroxide. Bro, my man starts
Jesus.
dumping the peroxide on my shit. And then he's like, grab the gauze. And then he fucking wraps my foot, and he's like, así lo hago. He's like, that's how it's done. And then I'm like, like, bro, I'm fucking still crying. I'm limping and shit because my foot hurts the whole day. The next day, it's fucking healed. I was a
Jeez.
bitch. I was a bitch as a kid, bro. I was a fucking bitch.
Okay, so
No
you know
hospital, by the way. Twig in my
Vic,
foot.
the old well, it's not old. You know the bus stop from like when you went to elementary schools. Well, yeah. Okay, so I was chilling, right? I was
Think.
like we had like officers or some shit the principal made
Oh,
to like make sure everyone's doing okay at the bus stop, right? So I'm there patrolling. I'm looking. I'm walking on this beam with like it's like a rail. I'm walking on a rail, like it's actually just a metal rail, and this kid comes up behind me, pulls my legs from underneath me. I fall straight on the rail with my rib, like right on my rib cage. I fall right on it, and then I get to school. I go to my friend, he was my best friend at the time. His name was I call him Calibre. Calibre. I don't know why I gave him that name, right? And I'm like, I lift up my shirt. I was like, yo, it's really hurting. Does it look bad? I have a line going down my whole like from here to like down, and it was just all purple, bleeding, and red,
Jeez.
right? So I'm like, it's fine, right? He's like, and I'm like, what is it? He's like, that's bad. I'm gonna take you to the nurse. He took me to the nurse, right? The nurse is like, oh, you're gonna need some antibiotics and some ice,
Oh my god.
right? The thing is, I didn't want anyone to know about it because, like, I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna pull through. It's not a big deal. I don't like big situations like that. Khalid, the next day, he's like, how you doing? He comes up to me and pats me on the fucking stomach. And I was like, that hurts so fucking bad. And he's like, oh shit, my bad, bro. He lifts up my shirt, like, no care in the world. He just lifts up my shirt. He's like, how's it doing down there? And he's like, it's still looking really bad. And I'm like, what are you doing, bro? This is sexual assault. Sexual assault. What do you mean? I'm reporting you. He's like, no, I was joking. But like, it is looking bad though.
Dude, those two incidents that I went through weren't even like they were the worst ones, but I jumped through a glass table when I was 3.
Why?
Yeah. I don't know. I was weird.
He was like doing the Jeff Hardy. He was like,
Dude, I was in the wrestling and shit. I probably did some weird like Rey Mysterio type shit and jumped through the table. What else did Oh, I gave my brother a concussion when I was 3. We were wrestling in the street in Lebanon outside the house at like midnight. There was this friend that what was his name? Started with an R, I think. Ricky or no? Or some.
whoa.
It was a Spanish kid that he was friends with, but they were wrestling with me, and then my brother laid his on his like stomach, or no, on his back, and then I was on his like chest, and then his friend was like, jump on him, and then I jumped on him, but I didn't jump on his chest. I jumped on his head, smacked his head right into the concrete, gave him a I think I gave him a concussion, and then he went to the hospital. He was fine, but
Oh, you hear that?
I was crying, dude. I thought I killed my brother.
The kitchen open
Dude,
and
that's the
closed.
thing though. Like my family, they used to do. They're like the people. We do it ourselves. We don't need people to help us. So,
Basically,
like,
yeah.
kind of like that thing. Like my dad, he never took me to the hospital for a fucking twig in my foot. All right, I
Yeah.
myself. Oh, what the fuck? Okay, well, you're just gonna see
Hold up,
Jay
people going
Schlatt,
through. People going through.
and then
Time
you
out,
know, what? I'm gonna have to cut this out. Nah, bro, we remember the rule. No edits. No edits.
Continue.
Oh, I can't see your camera. There we go. It's gonna be loading. It's gonna be loading. Oh god. Oh god. Alright, let me get a timestamp so I can cut this out. Yo, James. James?
What's up?
Leave the call and join back.
Hello?
I'll be calling John back.
Well, can I hear
So
that?
it's just okay, never mind. Shit, I'm tired.
What's up, boys? I'm back.
Fuck, I don't got anything. Alright, an hour and 43.
So,
Oh yeah, right. So, like, it kind of grew on to me because when I broke my leg, I didn't know I broke a leg. I just thought I was limping for no reason. So I'm fucking limping, right? And then I'm like, yo, this kind of hurts. This kind of fucking hurts really bad. And I'm like, it'll heal in a fucking little bit. My dad fucking puts his arm up to my hip and like prays. He's like, he's like doing a prayer like, oh God, let his leg get better or something. Like, and I was like, that shit ain't gonna work. This fucking hurts. And I'm walking to school and shit. And then one day I'm just like, oh, this really fucking hurts. And then we go to the hospital, they do x-rays and my fucking leg's broken. And we're all like, oh shit. Right? And there was always like that, like, bro, my family did everything themselves. Bro, we used to fix our pipes ourselves. We wouldn't call like a plumber or anything. So if the toilet was clogged, like, really, you know when you get like the toilet really clogged, or like nothing
Yeah.
works right, so you have to like do some shit and call somebody to do it, like your landlord or something. So we used to do that shit all ourselves. We used to go in the basement and open up the fucking pipes to release.
This
All
one.
right, let me tell you, it's disgusting, bro. Like when this pipe would open, they would grab it and start turning it, and all you would see is like from the side to start
Jeez.
fucking water. It was disgusting because this water is toilet water. Okay, it's sewer. My man was basically open up the sewer, and I would always stand on this thing because I didn't. All right, and once you would finally open it, out would just come a bunch of fucking brown water or some shit, and we would have to like drain it and then bleach the floor and shit and weird. But my dad used to also have chickens in the basement. This sounds like so ghetto. Yeah, you used to have chickens in the basement. We used to have our own eggs, and then we had to get them out. And then I got these ducks. We had to get rid of those because I showed them someone, and that apparently it's illegal to have ducks without like
Not
some
around here,
some
dog.
shit.
There's people up there on the hill that own ducks.
Dude, I was like, yo, I got some ducks, bro. It's pretty lit. Yeah, it was a crazy, crazy childhood, man. Everybody got that crazy childhood story of how they did some really stupid shit, like burn down a fucking garage.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Imagine, could it be me?
Shit, dude.
All right, we're at an what?
Oh, let me tell you this. Right?
Did you eat Takis, James?
What?
Did you get done eating Takis?
No, it was
Have you eaten Takis today?
yeah.
Yeah, I could
No,
tell.
yesterday. I ate Takis yesterday. My knuckles are stained.
Nah, dude, that's when me had Cheetos in my fingernails. That should be red.
I don't have that. Oh yeah, okay. So basically, I'm telling a story from when fucking I went basically I went to this park. It was me and one other friend. I forgot his name. It was like a long time ago. Right? So we're going to this park. We walk up like we're just getting there, right? We walk up. We instantly see these three random dudes fucking smoking, and then they have beer, Bud Light cans in their hand, right? And I'm like, this is a park. Should they even be doing that? And we're talking, right? And next thing you know, we're getting close to the park, and we see some dude beating the shit out of another dude. So
You were at the
I
Butex,
look at
bro.
it was a Butex.
Oh my god, that ghetto ass
Yeah,
park.
dead
Yo,
ass.
that park went from a park to a fucking gang turf, bro. Like,
Yeah,
that's a
basically.
gang.
So I look at my friend. He looks at me. We're like, we're going to the op. Fuck this. We went to the op, right?
The op is a different part for
And
those
we
of
joined
you
this big
that
ass
don't
game.
know.
We used to do. Okay, yeah. The op is a different park, right? So there used to be like tons of kids there, right? We would just go there after school, hang out, and there was this big ass game of hide and go seek. Like there was like 20 kids, and there was always one seeking. And I think the best spot I've seen there, it was an adult that was playing with us at the time.
Oh,
We
I
were
think I
all
was
fucking close to him.
there.
You might have been there. He was on top of the roof,
Yeah,
inside
bro. There was
the
a
casual
roof
area.
like this.
Yo,
My man's was inside the roof, fucking hovering. Like he looked
like
like,
Spider Man.
bro. Like my man's was
Yeah,
Spider
the
Man.
old man was there too.
Dude, we were all like,
Yo,
where the fuck is this guy? Like, we were all like, where the fuck is he? And then Jenny was hiding in the
we were
fucking,
here laughing.
Jenny was hiding in the tire thing, dude. The tire thing. By the
Yeah,
way, that park is like plastic now or some shit.
yeah. No, it's
It's like
metal.
a
It's like
wooden
really
park.
the
Huh?
what?
That wooden park on
Yeah,
Lafayette Street.
yeah.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
Optimus. They
that's
took
it.
it down.
Yeah, they fucking demolished that shit. I remember. That park was
Yeah.
lit. It was
It
probably had
was.
the spider webs though.
Bro,
It's
it
so
was so
good in that
lit.
shit.
Like I didn't care that it was wooden and get splinters, bro. It was fun, dude. And there was like hangout
Yeah,
areas and a bunch of
yeah.
oh
And
my
then there was
god.
the basketball
Yeah.
courts. And then there was that
Yeah.
giant ass fucking field
Yo,
where
we
they
used to
shoot off
grab
the
the
fire.
corn,
You used to sit over there and shoot off the fireworks.
dude.
Yeah, that's what we did, dude. It was awesome. That was the best years of my life.
Bro, that
When we used
park
to go
was
to
fucking
outdoors and shit.
amazing,
That
dude.
park was lit, dude.
Was
There used to be those kids that would always hang out
yeah,
at the benches and act all tough and shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
I remember one day, right? So
That we were at that park. It was me, you, your two sisters, Derek, and then your
yeah.
dad. And then there was those kids that it was like fucking 6 kids or some shit, and they were like talking mad shit on us, and we were like right there.
Oh,
Me and Derek were about to go
okay.
over there and beat some
I've had a
ass.
really bad experience at this
There was
park when it was a few years ago. I got fucking jumped. I never told y'all this, but I got
Shit.
jumped at this park, man. Dude, I pissed some kid off at school and fucking I think he got his like boys or something because he wasn't the one that jumped me or I might have just been robbed or like mugged or something. Freaking walking on Lafayette. I'm walking, right? And all I see is this. It's dark, by the way. It's like nighttime. No, no. I'm like when I leave my house, I never bring my phone or anything, unless I'm doing something. But I had weed on me. All right, I had weed and like some money and like my wallet, right? But I didn't have my phone because I never bring my phone because I was always scared of this happening to me. And fucking, I'm walking. All I see is this fucking three dudes. Three fucking dudes. They're big. Like they were big. They were like don't want to be racist, but they were black too. All right, they were black and they were fucking big. You know, like you ever seen that big black guy like you're scared of, dude? There was
yeah.
it was three of these motherfuckers. It
Three
was
requeeses,
it
dog.
was three with creases. No racism, by the way. No racism, right? And all I see is them, and I was like, uh-oh. I'm like, it might be nothing. Like, it's a crazy city. Like, they might just be going. And then I see this motherfucker pull out like a baton, bro. Like some
Yeah.
baton type of thing, bro.
He's putting the
Something,
fucking watchdogs on
fucking
you.
something. I'm like, just keep walking, just keep fucking walking, dude. Just keep walking. I was right next to Jubilee. You remember
Shit.
Jubilee? I
Yo,
was right
Oh, I know
there on that
exactly where
one
you are.
street, right? And then there's like these trees, and then there's like this pathway you can go through. I was like, I'm gonna cut through there, and I'm gonna fucking run, dude, because I'm about to get
Was
fucked.
it in the back
I'm
of
about to get
Lafayette?
robbed.
Was it in the back of Jubilee?
Yeah, like in the back, like you
Yeah.
know where it like dips down and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like in the back, and then I'm just gonna go there, and then I start turning, and these motherfuckers start running at me. You know? They start running at me, and I'm like, oh shit, I'm start fucking running and shit. And they catch up to me, they fucking grab me and throw me on the floor and shit. Starts beating the shit out of me with this baton thing, bro. He might have had a black dildo. I don't know what it was. It was dark as hell. Bro, he's beating the shit out of me with this. He's like, give me your shit, give me your shit. And all I hear is, give me your shit. And I'm like, bro, just take it out my fucking pockets. They take out my wallet. They grab the money. They fucking throw it on the floor. They grab my weed. They took my weed and then they just ran, bro, and they dropped whatever the fuck it was. And then I'm just like, and I just start running. I'm like, bro, oh my fucking god. And then I finally meet up with my friend, and he's like, where's the weed? And I'm like, I got jumped. My guy, I got fucking jumped. I got fucking robbed. Like, dude, I was pissed as hell. I was like, well, I ain't got weed. I ain't got anything. I
Bro,
guess
I would have booked my ass to the show. Dude, I would have been out.
I tried, but I'm big. You know, I don't really run that
Yeah.
fast.
trying to be
I was
big.
scared for my life.
Okay, so this happened last year. I was, not last year, but like Yeah, last year, right? So I'm at Mateo's house, right? I'm at Mateo's house. I'm walking home. I'm high as shit. I'm going through alleyways to get to my house, right? And out of nowhere, there was like these fucking there was like this skinny like short white guy, and then these two big ass dudes that come out of the other alleyway where I was walking, right? They start walking towards me. They start saying, "Eh, papi, eh, papi." That's what they were saying. And this.
That's sus.
That's
I'm high as
sus.
shit, and
Hey
I'm like,
daddy, hey daddy.
I know I'm high as shit. Maybe I'm tripping, but like, I gotta go. So I grab my phone into my hand, and then I grab my iPad in my other hand, and I'm walking towards them, and they're like coming faster and faster. All you see is this big hot motherfucker dip. I dip through the corner, right? This little space in the house. I dip through the corner. I'm running, right?
Shit,
And
I know exactly what you're talking about.
I dip through the corner. I'm running, and I jump over this big ass fence. I don't know how I did it. I did it though. I jump over this big ass fence, and I start running, right? And all I hear is the sound of their feet, like they're running after me.
Chasing you.
Yeah, sound of their feet. So I'm like, nah, I gotta go faster. I take off my shoes. When I take off my shoes,
Oh
I'm
yeah,
full
everyone
fast
runs
Slow
as
fast.
mode.
shit. I'm fast as shit. I'm out. I'm stepping on rocks and everything. I don't care. I'm just dipping. All you hear is my feet fucking clapping on the floor, and I'm just running. I dip through the corner. I'm going through by the middle school. I'm looking behind me. They're still there. They're still following me. So this is what I do. I dip through the what's that thing called? The memorial. Basically, I go around the memorial. I basically do like a whole circle to where like I lose them kind of
Oh,
thing.
I know where
And I
you're
go,
at.
yeah, I go around the memorial, and then I start dipping down the street to like 8th Street where the train tracks go. I start dipping that way, and I cut through this little parking lot, and I just keep going through the bridge. And then on my way there, I just felt like there was someone following me the whole time. So I'm still running. I'm out of breath. I'm still going though, cause I don't care. And then I trip. I trip on this little sidewalk ledge. I get up. My toe is bleeding. My toe is bleeding because it's very sensitive. It's just bleeding, right? And I'm like, oh fuck. So I'm still running, and then I get to like the back part of the house, that little trail thing. I'm walking. I'm like, oh, my adrenaline's just pumping. I'm like, oh, scary shit I've ever experienced in my life. And all I see is like this shadow walking towards me. I'm like, oh no, no way they got that. Whoa, no way, no way. And I'm walking. I'm all ready to fucking start squaring up. It's just an old dude going through. I was like, oh my god. I was like fucking. I was
Bro, you
so
remember when we were doing
out.
Randonautica? Yo,
Yo,
that shit was fucking.
shit's
Oh my
creepy.
god. No, we were doing it right, and we saw the weirdest shit, bro. We saw somebody. Yo, bro, that dude was getting his dick sucked.
He
That dude was,
was.
bro, that dude was getting his dick sucked. And then we saw like these motherfuckers smoking weed at their thing and playing loud music and shit. Oh my god.
Yo, we gotta meet up. Like I gotta come down there. We gotta do that shit.
If one
It's
of us
like
have a weed, we gonna
boring,
have
dog.
mad
It's
fun.
like it was really boring.
Yeah.
We
It's
didn't
Did y'all
find
crazy.
did you s-
anything.
did y'all do like the bad intention shit like the gang?
No, 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 no. We did
Bruh.
like, yo, we were like, yo, show us the way to the shrooms.
Pussy.
Show us some bitches.
Yeah, bro, yeah, we were
Bitches.
like, show us some bitches. We want to see some hot girls to
It took
suck
us
our
to the
dicks.
same spot though.
Yeah,
It kept
it took
taking
us
us to
to
the
a
same
weird
spot.
spot. Now you gotta pay. Now you gotta pay and it's gay, bro.
I would never do that shit up here. You know why? Uh, this place is just all woods. So there could be like fucking rituals, cults. There's a billion buildings up in the woods like by themselves. It's creepy shit, dude. I live
Dude,
next to the woods. Like my fucking house is surrounded by the woods.
oh, I remember there was like, remember the clown thing that happened in like
Yeah,
2016
Bro,
yeah.
or some shit like that? Bro, I remember, right? I would be taking out the trash where I lived. I would be dipping, looking
Oh,
down the corners, right?
was that in Lafayette?
Yeah, right? And it was
Yeah.
just mad dark. I swear to fucking God, I saw something, right? I'm like, I get shivers. I'm like, oh no, 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 nah, right? I dip inside the house. I go to tell Liz, right? I'm like, I swear I fucking saw something. I
It
swear,
was the
there
clown,
was
bro. It was
something
the
out there.
clown.
I'm telling you, I saw something. They're like, stop making things up. Go back
Yo,
to bed. I was like, whatever. Watch
remember
you.
that day in 2018 in the summer when I think me, you, and Derek were sleeping because we stayed up late, and then you guys were already awake, but I woke up, and then there was that Spanish couple arguing across the street, and then the next day we find out that someone shot him and killed him. Do you remember
Oh,
that?
no, I don't.
Literally
What
across the
the
street. No,
fuck?
I'm not even capping, dude. And,
Oh, like in the back?
you know the front of the house?
Yeah, the front.
Yeah, you know that you would walk across the street and turn right a little bit, and there would be that like long house there,
Yeah,
and there was a Spanish couple that lived there.
yeah.
I think she had like a white friend or some shit, and they were all outside arguing, and we were outside in the front watching them and shit. And me, you, and Derek were taunting them or whatever. It was. You probably don't remember it, but
I probably
uh,
don't.
it's fucking. I don't remember what they're arguing about, but they're arguing, and then one got in the car and sped off, and then it turns out next day, fucking, they killed him or some shit.
Dude, I remember when I was at James and Derek's house, bro, and Derek's like, yo, go get me something across the street. I'm like, all right, and I go across the street, and I'm like, I look at my watch. I'm like, yo, it's fucking past 3 in the morning. That means there's weird people outside, and
Shit,
guess what
yeah.
the fuck
The
happened?
devil's
There's
hour.
weird people outside, bro. No, no, no. Okay, don't. Like all right. I don't know why, but on James and the street they live on, it gets weird
Yeah.
after 12 or
It
after like
does.
2, bro. Right? And I go across, I walk inside the store, and then I know where this big ass group of people just walks in, and they just start hanging out, bro. They just start hanging
They
out and
do
doing
that.
stupid shit, and then I'm like, what the fuck? And
You
then
know what streets?
I I get what wait what?
You know what streets are the creepiest for me in Lebanon? Probably, in my opinion, Guilford Street and
Oh
the
yeah.
street next to the Good Samaritan.
Yeah.
The
Fuck
connected
yeah.
streets next to the Good Samaritan.
Bro.
The creepiest shit happens there. Don't come out there at night. You probably will get shot. Who knows? Luckily, you're next to a hospital, so
Yo,
it's
remember like
creepy out there, dude.
yo, Jacob, remember like last year that priest that was shot?
Oh,
Like
dude,
in
I
front of the
heard it.
church? They
Yo,
pulled up right in front of the priest, like in front of the church, and they
Yeah.
shot him right in the head.
bro, I heard that shit.
Crazy.
It was near my house. I was in my house on a Discord call with my friends, and all I hear
yeah.
from outside, bro, I had my window open. I usually never have my window open, but it got hot as fuck, so I had my window open, and all I hear is out from outside. I hear like I'm like, that sounds like more than one. I'm like, my man, that's gunshots, and then I'm like, I'm telling my friends, I'm like, yo, I just heard gunshots outside, dude. And he's like, stop fucking lying. And I'm like, bro, it wasn't fireworks, because I know what fireworks sounds like. It sounded like 2 dudes shot someone. And or like someone was shooting back or something. Right? And then the next day they're like, please shot 8 times in the fucking chest. And I'm like,
Yeah.
whoa, shit, alright.
Yeah, dude. Lebanon, I don't know if it's gotten worse or not, but back when I lived there on Guilford Street, it was fucking bad. There was gangs everywhere. We left for that reason. But on Guilford Street, in the part that I lived,
Yeah.
there was that parking lot across the street. That's where all the gang shit happened. Like, if you would see cars out there at like fucking 12 to like 4 in the morning.
Hold
They
up.
would just be yelling constantly and shit like that. And then one night, it was like I think 10 or 9. I was still up, and then all I heard was pa 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 pa, and then it did like I heard like three more shots, and then after that I heard like two more consecutive shots together, and it turns out there was a gang shootout across my fucking street.
Damn. Okay.
Dude.
Yeah,
Hey, Andrew, remember that when you came over to one, I love history. Remember you came over to stay
yeah,
that one summer? Remember how we kept hearing the like we thought it was fireworks, and then when we looked
yeah.
outside, there was like the
It
kid running.
was it was around July, or it was
Yeah,
before July, I think in June. It was like when I came up there in June, it was like mid June or whatever. And then we heard like gunshots. We thought it was fireworks. We looked out the window. There was a kid fucking running down the street.
yeah. I know that kid, right?
Yeah.
And I asked
Yeah,
him
I
about it.
think you said that. You said that after, as we saw him running, you were like, "Wait, I know that kid."
Yeah, I asked him about it like the next time I saw him. He's
Yeah.
like, yeah, it was me and then a couple other kids I know. I ain't gonna say their name because I don't know where they are, but like they not good kids,
Yeah.
right? And they said the reason why he was running because he had a gun
Shit.
and they were shooting it at like they were like shooting in the field and
Yeah.
then like all of them had one and I guess they were like walking home and then like someone pissed them off so the one kid that was with them it was a friend of one of the other kids not like all of them
Yeah.
he decided to grab the gun and point it at the dude so then
Shit.
the called the cops so they all dipped they
Yeah.
like spread out and dipped right and so they all basically got arrested for like a whole 2 days. They got fined, really big fines.
Yeah, dude, that
And
kid, they split up. I think two kids ran past the park into the
yeah,
woods, and then that kid that we saw, he ran past. Didn't he run to BJ's house?
yeah, he
Yeah,
ran
he
up to
ran that
BJ's house.
way. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Not he got away, and the kids that ran through the park got
Uh-huh.
away. The other kids were dumb and decided to go up one of the highway streets where all the
Bro,
cars
they
are.
went up to here's the park, here's the hill, here's the house that we were in, here's the hill. They ran up the hill
Yeah,
to
they
the
went.
fucking highway, dog.
Yeah, they went up that, and then they instantly got found. And then the
Yeah.
other kid that's like trying to split up and dip, he got found over by an apartment building complex kind of thing.
Yeah, it was near that street going up to
Yeah,
Turkey Hill from fucking the Jubilee.
yeah,
He
you
was
know
in
what I'm
those
talking about.
complexes, yeah.
Yeah, he was found there. But the ones that got away, okay, so the one ran through the little woody area in the where the op was.
Yeah.
Yeah, ran through there, and what they did was they dug a hole in the ground on their way. Like they had a hole
Yeah,
prepared.
in the woods next to the woods.
Yeah, they threw him in there and they put it down, and then they dipped right, and then they went home. They got away, and but the one that ran up to BJ's house, what
Yeah.
he did was he didn't stop running. He kept going.
Yeah, where the fuck did he go to?
He went all the way down. You know where like Giants is.
Yeah.
You know what
Shit,
Giants
he
I'm talking
ran
about.
all the way down there?
He ran all the way down there, and he
Damn. So he went up to here's the house. He went up
Yep.
to BJ's, dipped right, and went straight to the fucking
he went all the way. And
Jesus, dude.
he's like, I was so scared that I was gonna get caught that I just didn't stop running. And then he got home at like 1 in the morning. His mom was freaking out, like, where are you? So he had to find a way to like what he did was he had like his little brother open his window, he emptied all the chambers and stuff, and he threw the gun through the window. And his little brother caught it and hit it. So when he
Damn.
got inside after he got finished getting yelled at and grounded and shit, he went up and he basically hid the gun and then got rid of it the next day.
Wow.
I don't know why they had it. I don't know why they would even do that.
They were wilding, dog.
They were, and he said he basically shit himself when that kid pointed the gun at the dude for no reason.
He didn't kill him though, right? Or shoot him?
They emptied the chamber.
Oh.
That gun had no.
Yeah.
It was like a revolver kind of thing.
Yeah.
He got it from his dad's gun safe. That one. And it had no bullets in it. But you know that kid was crazy. I know that kid that did that. Crazy, y'all. His name was. I'm gonna say his name because I don't know where he is. His name's Joey. And you know the little creek bridges.
Yeah.
Basically.
Oh
Okay,
yeah, yeah.
so
Is it like the bridge going up to the mall? Yeah, I know what you're
yeah,
talking about.
Yeah, he jumped off there
What?
trying to kill. Yeah, he jumped off there trying to kill himself,
That's not
and he failed. So
dumbass.
then like a week later, there was a train coming right in
Uh,
front of the school. Everyone was leaving school, and sat on the train tracks. Basically, just chilled there, right? And there was this kid. His name was Victor. He's a hero, bro. I respect him. The train was going mad fast. It wasn't stopping. He goes up behind him as he's resisting the other people in front of him. Goes up behind him, basically like chokes him out, and then drags him off the tracks. And I was like, yo, I don't have the balls to do that.
yeah.
So he got my respect. I would never do that. And
Why was he
he
trying
just
to kill
that kid
himself?
disappeared basically.
First off,
He was psycho. He was
those
crazy.
creek bridges, they're not that fucking far. You cannot, unless you head dive straight down, you won't die.
Yeah, that's what he was trying to do. He was trying to head dive.
That's
And
fucking,
then I know he was getting bullied like in earlier in the year. You know the high like you know where the bridges are? Like the
yeah.
actual bridges?
Oh, like, are you talking about like off the bridge? There's like that long road.
Yeah.
Like where isn't it like the road where like fucking all those restaurants are?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
All right, so basically these kids they took a shit and then they threw it off the bridge into like it was like the long ass stream kind of creek thing, right? And he basically just got butt ass naked and then
fuck.
jumped off the bridge to go in like a crazy ass dude. He sprained his leg and then that like a couple months later, his dog is Rottweiler
Yeah,
bites a big ass chunk of his arm off, right? He's walking in, right? And he just peels off the band aid and is just showing everyone. No one wants to see it. So he's sent to the nurse and then he's doing it again. And then I think like he got in trouble because he was taking scissors. There was like a flap of skin and he was trying to cut the skin off.
that's fucking weird. Was he white?
Yeah, he was white.
Explains a lot.
Wow, that's just
He was like
racist.
messed up in the head. He was really bad.
No,
I don't
I
know what it
wasn't
is.
racist. First of all, a lot of there's white people up here that always do that. They're just straight up weirdos.
Yeah, I don't know what's
School
wrong with him.
shooter material.
If I'm correct, he's probably in fucking a psycho institution.
Wow, dude. There's a lot
Damn,
of
That
that's
crazy shit that happened when I went up there.
crazy.
he's I never want to talk to that kid. I hate him.
First off, when they fired those shots, we were like, yo, already fireworks? And did we go outside to the back porch? And is that where we saw them?
Yeah, that's where we saw the two kids run into the park,
Yeah.
and then we
Running
went
up
up.
the hill and then to the park, and then your friend went to BJ's, ran
Yeah,
to B.
basically
Yeah,
that was like a crazy ass day for them.
that
Like when he was
was.
explaining, it was like I was interested in the story though. The way he was explaining it, he was basically saying that the rest of them were doing nothing wrong. They were like shooting shots in like a field, like in the air, like testing out shooting a gun, aiming, right?
Yeah.
But what they explained it made it work, like made it feel like they're doing something bad was when that kid pointed the gun at the dude, just a random stranger.
Um,
And the
Uh,
way I talked to him, I was like, you shouldn't have been there to begin with.
First off, that empty plot of land is not a good place to fucking do that either. Yeah,
Oh,
there's
in the
that
morning.
highway up there, up the hill. Well, it's not really a highway. It's more of like a really populated road. And there's cops always up there.
Always cops
Yeah.
up there.
I mean,
But like,
you know what they should have done?
what?
You know, in the front of your house, if you
Yeah.
keep going up, there's a park there. It's always empty. There's no one fucking up there.
All right. So, well, basically, so that kid that told me that story got expelled from school
Yeah.
completely because he got into basically was arguing with a teacher and telling the teacher to suck his dick and shit like that,
Yeah.
right? And he got expelled. And apparently, this kid, when he was expelled, you know how they send you work? He did all the work so good, like he did everything perfectly, that I think they boosted him up a grade and then
Jeez.
went to a different school, like out of state actually. he's not even in the state anymore. I think he went to like I don't know. Damn, I don't know where he went, but like he's gone.
Yeah.
But like now, if we want to talk about crazy, there was this kid. I don't know. I don't know.
Sheesh. So
Uh,
many stories.
Who went to
bro,
the hold up, time out. Who went to the hospital that one time when I was down there? And then fuck, who was that? I went to the hospital.
what do you mean?
We were your your dad and my sister had to go
Yeah.
to the hospital or some shit. And then me and my sister were driving up to Good Samaritan, and we were going past all those weird ass fucking streets at nighttime at like midnight because someone went to the hospital or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't
What year
remember
was
I
it?
would
who.
know what you're talking about if I knew
It
who
was in
was from
2018.
Oh, never mind.
2018. Who was in the hospital? That's what I want to
I
know.
don't
Wait,
know. I think it was someone in
2018?
the house. I think it was
Uh,
someone in the house.
If it would have been anyone, it would probably have been like Maddie.
See, surely.
Oh, Rosie or Shirley? Probably Rosie, I think. Nah, nah.
No,
Yeah,
Shirley was. It wasn't Shirley because me and her were in the hospital together in the waiting room.
yeah. I
It
think
might
it was.
have been Liz or some shit.
Yeah. Oh, I think it was Liv.
Yeah, it might have been.
Might have been. Well, I think it was like right before her surgery when she had like that really bad pain and shit.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
it was. I think it was her, but me and her drove. And it was just me and her in the car, and we drove up to the Good Samaritan,
Yeah.
and we were driving past this one street, and there was like these like four dudes. I think they're all Spanish dudes. They weren't really blasting music. They were being creepy as fuck. They were staring like all four of them, just straight up standing there, just staring at the car go by. Like moving their body, just it was creepy as fuck. The motherfuckers are possessed, dog.
what the hell?
Got their asses, dog.
Yo.
It was
Uh, I,
weird.
okay. So there was this kid, right? This was in eighth grade, second year of eighth grade. He was like really tall. He was like 6'3", white kid.
Ooh.
Not being racist, white kid, and he was dating there was like these twin Puerto Rican girls. He was dating one of them, right? They had their
Ooh.
whole like group. What, you want to know the kid's name?
Yeah.
Colby. No, I think Cody.
Oh, never mind.
They're
I was
really
about to say
tall. They're really
Kobe.
tall. They're really
Okay, is he
tall.
tall, white, and always wears a red sweatshirt?
Yeah,
I know who you're talking. His name's
he was
Kobe.
like
Yeah.
mad tall,
Oh my god.
right? So he was dating one of the twins, and I
He
guess
fucked the other twin.
he basically no, he basically
Oh
was
god.
The
hitting on
scenes.
the other
Done.
twin. He
Oh
basically was hitting on the other twin,
shit.
That could
and
be an accident, dog. Cause
yeah,
like they're twins.
I know, right? So then they get pissed off, right? And because they're yelling at him, they're pushing him and stuff. So he gets pissed. This is in the middle of lunch, by the way. He starts screaming at him. He's like, "Shut the fuck up, you stupid bitch!" And they had their whole like friend group. It's
Yeah.
just a bunch of Spanish girls, right?
Oh
And they
no.
all just start coming up to him, smacking him in the face, punching him, right? It's like fucking like five girls, and he's not the. He's just like trying to like go away, like block all their shit, so he doesn't get hurt, right? So he had enough. I could tell on his face. His face was like bright red. You could tell when
He's
someone's
gonna go
just pissed.
Super Saiyan.
Bro, he was fucking pissed. He's like, knock it the fuck off. And he just swung and punched this bitch right in the face.
Shit.
He punched her like mad hard. And I was like on the table right next to them. I was like, damn, you got knocked the fuck out.
Oh, biatch.
Yo, I didn't care he just hit a girl. Like they deserved that shit. Like they were hurting him bad because he had
Remember
bruises.
2010, there was that black girl that was on the news because she took that white girl's head, the trophy case in the high school. She took the white girl's head and slammed it through and shattered all the glass, broke her
Mm.
fucking nose or whatever.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
It was on the news.
You remember
and some
grab and
shit.
go? I remember when I came in for grab and go, and these motherfuckers were fighting, and this dude got grabbed like this and just got fucking flipped over, and
Damn.
everybody was like, "What the fuck?" Bro, yo, it was fucking. I was like, bro, it's the start of the day, bro. Like, grab and go was like breakfast, bro. I was like, it's the
I
start of the
know.
fucking day. Why are y'all fighting, bro?
Exactly. So I remember this. So like this was in 5th grade. I was like a fucking okay. I was like that one guy that didn't have a side when like people were fighting like a group of people. But like that side that would get me
Oh
on
my
his
god,
side,
why am I
it would be
so
like I'm like just like a wall there.
400
You know what I
MS?
mean? Like I'm like one of those guys that no one wants to fight because you hit me in the wrong like in my face. You like just lightly punch me in my face. I just get pissed off. I will
Yeah.
do everything in my power to hurt you as much as possible. It's just like a thing for me. Like you smack me in my back, hit me in my face, or like scream at me. It's just like a set off, right? So this kid, his name was I'm gonna say his name. His name was Javon or something. Javon. He was like a white kid that thought he was everything, right? And he kept messing with my friend group. His name was Lester, right?
Oh shit, Lester.
Yo, right? So this is what happened. Liz did not know about this at all. So I'm chilling, right? And he got his whole friend group of like bunch of like fucking tall ass kids and shit, right? And they just start pressing on him. You know what pressing means? Like they're like
Yeah.
make him feel small, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, I was not having it. I was trying to talk and they interrupted my conversation. So I walk up to Javon and I just punch him in the face. I like punched him, and then he's like, "Yo, why'd you hit me?" I was like, "I was talking, just like, hold up." I didn't care. I just wanted to talk because we were having a really fucking good conversation. We were talking about Vandals Gaming. We were dead ass talking. So I punched him in the face. It was like not a hard hit, not hard enough to like make him cry, but like I was really skinny, so I did no damage.
No
So I thought
damage.
9 damage.
I did like nothing,
Bro, you had
right?
knockback damage. That's about it. You fucking
So that
noob.
9 damage.
Yeah, basically just made him like step back.
Yo, by the
So
way,
I'm there. I'm like,
we're at 2 hours and 20.
these are some good ass conversations. So I
Let's
finished my
let's
conversation.
go.
I finished my conversation, and I'm like, I look over. I was like, okay, you can have him. I walk away and talk to my other friend Kyle, right? And then Kyle's like, yo, so there's about to be this group ass fight
Mm.
over at the op, and I know you live
Jeez, why
over at.
does everyone fight there, dude?
I don't know. And they're like,
Literally.
so I heard you live near the op, and I'm like, yeah. And then they're like, oh, he's like, so like, if we need backup, you mind if I come to you and like, come and like take you so you can come help? I'm like, my parents are very strict. I don't go outside at all. I'm not allowed anywhere by myself. So like, no, don't even show up at my house. I never allowed any of my friends to ever come to my house because you know how Elizabeth was and my
Yeah.
dad was, Bella and Maddie. Yeah, so I never like if anyone needed me, like for anything, it would be at school if you needed me. Like it would be that time. Like say if I'm like at school, I need to buy something for a friend. I would need to buy that for them at school.
Yeah.
That was my ground. I was like a drug lord at school.
What the
But I
don't
never
say
Dude,
that. And
do, do people still fucking fight at the hub?
yeah.
That's ridiculous, dog.
bro,
Nobody
the
knew that
op is
fucking
like,
cop
bro,
fucking.
the op is like,
Op is
it's just a
the op is like
child's
neutral
playground
ground.
now.
And no, the reason why is because it's surrounded by like trees and in the middle of fucking
Yeah.
nowhere.
Yo, I was walking by the middle school the other day, right? You remember under the bridge, that fight spot? Like it was like a fight spot under the bridge at the middle
Think
school.
so.
Yo, I'm walking by, right? Cuz I was taking uh I was walking with Haley cuz like she needed, someone to walk her home cuz like she weird like that. I'm walking her
Mm.
home and I'm walking through there. There's just a group of middle school kids fucking fighting, screaming. I'm walking up. I'm like, yo, why are they so short? Thinking like, yo, I swear, when I was in middle school, they used to be mad tall. And I'm like, what's going on? And they're like, they're fighting. And there is this kid with bright red hair on top of another kid, pinned him to the ground, and was just wailing. I'm like, damn, what is going on? And this kid on the ground is just eating them like nothing. He's legit just there like, he gets up like nothing. He's like with this serious face. I don't know what was on. I don't know what they were on, but like, and then when I'm done, I'm like, why are you guys fighting? They were fighting for fun.
I
They
hate
were
when people do that. It's
no.
so
I'm like,
stupid.
you're getting hurt. First of all, you can get in trouble for it, and there's zero reason for it. Why would you fight? I come home. I'm like to my little brothers. I'm like, if I ever catch you fighting, I'm gonna beat your ass. I'm gonna find you, and I'm gonna beat your ass. It's
The
just
worst
funny.
fight I've ever gotten is when I got knocked the fuck out. Well, not knocked out, but like I got a black eye. Yeah,
Um,
yeah. My first fight, dude.
Even
I've
though I've
never
never,
gotten a
That shit was
serious fight.
scary.
I've, I'm gonna be honest, I've never been like knocked out or like anything
Me
like that.
neither.
Yeah, same. Like I've never been
I
like.
got
Whenever I
knocked
get in,
out. Not in a fight. I've never been seriously knocked out, but I accidentally, like how I told the story about how I butted heads with my friend. I was knocked out there, but it wasn't long. I
see,
passed
I've
out before. I
Yeah.
see,
passed out
I've
a
never got
decent
into a
amount.
serious fight where like someone gets like knocked out. Usually when I get in, I've only gotten to like 5 actual fights in my whole like school, which was all in elementary school. Was literally all in elementary school. As soon as middle
I've
school
only
came,
gotten one.
as soon as middle school came and above, no fights at all. Right? So this was in elementary school. I say my worst fight was with this kid. His name was Aiden Shutter.
Why'd you say
You
his
said his
whole
full name,
fucking
bet.
name?
I don't give a fuck.
Everybody know.
He's a
But I
random.
remember when he was, and he
He's a
was,
bitch.
but I remember when he fucking pulled up a random PNG on Google because he searched some shit up about flowers, and he was like, "Oh, Shutterstock," and I'm like, "Yeah, Shutterstock's like this like thing. You know what Shutterstock is?"
Yeah.
Yeah, and he
Yeah.
starts telling everybody, he's like, "Yo, this is my dad's company, Shutterstock," because you know his last name is Shutter, and he's like, "Yeah, Shutterstock, my dad's on it." I'm like, shut the fuck up. I just straight up say that, man. I'm like, shut the fuck up, dude. No one's gonna
Looks like
believe
on
you.
Google. Shut.
He's like the most annoying fucking kid ever, right? So this was why we got into this fight. This is why it all started. He was short as fuck. He was like only like he was like 4'2" in
You
fucking
remember when
fifth
he
grade,
got braids? He still thinks I'm his friend. But not still, but like,
right?
he
So
used to think I was his friend.
I'm chilling there, right, with my group of people, right? And he comes up, he's like, so I heard you guys been talking shit. I'm like, dude, go away. We're having a conversation. We don't need you in here. Go away. Right? And he's like, you know, my dad was in jail, right? You know, he's in jail. He thought that made him so tough. And he just kept saying, I was like, I don't care. Go away. And he's like, you know what? I'm going to beat you up. I'm going to find you after school. And I'm going to just beat the shit out of you. I'm like, go away. So then he comes up to my chair and he starts like trying to push me. So then, right, it was just like a thing. Literally, the whole group I was with stands up, and he looks so small.
Oh god. Oh.
What
What
happened?
the fuck? Dude, my
He
whole
was like,
Discord just fucking
Yeah,
died.
so did
mine did that
mine.
too, right? So I wasn't that
I
tall. I was
can't
only
see
like
your
6'4".
cam, James.
You can't hear me?
No, I can't see
I
your
can hear it.
cam.
I can you guys, and I can see myself. How about now?
Alright, yeah.
Now good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So this kid is like 3 inches shorter than me, but like all the people around me were always taller than me. They still are till this day, right? So and then he just starts like grabbing on my shirt, which that was like a pet peeve. I hated when you Andrew, you know what I mean when people grab your shirt and
Yeah.
they like try to like
Yeah.
pull you down and shit.
Yeah,
That
how
was
is he
my
gonna
pet peeve.
pull you?
So, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That was my pet peeve. So we had these little cubbies in the back. I knew his book bag and phone was in there. So what I was gonna do is I was gonna like push him, take his shit, and throw it out the school window. so that way he would have to get it, right? So I went to go grab his stuff, and then he's all like pissed off, and he's all like grabbing on me. So I basically like pushed him on the ground, and I just yeah, I'm not proud of it. I don't like that I did that. I shouldn't have done that. But like
Wait, what?
he was annoying. I
Wait.
basically beat the shit out of him.
Oh, dude, who the fuck cares? He deserves it. I remember when me and my friends were walking back from school, and he comes up to my friend. He's like, so you say you want to fight? 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 And bro, I just look at him. I fucking grab him by his book bag. I'm like, bro, if you don't get the fuck away from Brody, I'm gonna beat your ass. And we were at like the
Did he
creek
come by
bridge.
himself?
Bro, yes, he came by himself, and he's up to Brody. Brody's
That's
like.
fucking
Because
stupid.
Brody was calling him stupid in class the one day, right? And then he's like, "So you say you want to fight? So you say want to? So you say you want to?" Bro, and I just
you wanna fight?
grab him. I just grab him. I'm like, bro, if you don't get the fuck away, I'm swear to God, I'm gonna fucking beat you. And he's like, he pushes me away, and he's like, bro, chill. I thought we were cool, and I'm like, bro, get the fuck away. And I grab him again, and I grab him, and you know, like the metal railings on like the fucking creek bridges. Bro, I just fucking smash his shit on that shit. And I'm just like, go away, my guy, go away. I'm trying to get to my bus. And then me and Brody just keep talking. I was fucking annoyed, bro. I was annoyed.
You know what's crazy? When I lived on Lafayette Street, you know that white kid.
Is that the Sun James?
No, that's my Xbox background. You know the white kid that lived 2 houses down? Give it a sec. You know the kid that would like lived 2 houses down, the white kid?
Uh-huh.
The really short white kid that was like always like he was always like fucking screaming and shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's Aiden Shutter. Right? Yeah, that's him. So, right? And then he talks to Bella. He's like, I ain't trying to like cause any problems. So like, just like don't do anything. Like I ain't trying to get mad and scream or something, or James is gonna beat me up. And Bella's like, well, it's okay. He plays with Barbie dolls and shit. So he thought he could take like he thought I actually did that because Bella was telling lies. Because
Yeah.
you know how Bella is, right? So this was in like 5th grade. So he did this. He started like telling people I play with Barbies and shit. So I beat the shit out of him.
Jeez.
I didn't like this kid at all. I beat the shit out of him a lot. I didn't like him, so I
Bro,
did it again, and then he did not say one word.
the
To me,
first fight I ever got in, it wasn't even a fight, dude. I think I told you all about this. Yo, there was this kid, and his name, I forget his name. Oh, Shane. He was like my best friend, and then he stopped being my friend. Bro, and then at my school, there was like this rock climb. It was just a big plastic yellow thing that you could climb up, right? And it was pretty high. It was like 10 feet. It was like 10 feet. Yeah. It was like 10 feet tall. And then it was like steps down. It was a big ass like playground thing. And then there was slides and whatnot. And then he's like, yo, we gonna fight after school. And I'm like, bro, we're in 2nd grade. Like, I'm like, yo, we're in 2nd grade, my guy. You wanna fight? And he's like, yeah. And then he just stops being my friend. He's not my friend anymore. I'm like, all right, whatever. And I'm fucking training. I come home. I'm fucking I grab a rice bag and I'm like punching this rice bag. I'm like training for this fighting shit. Then it's the next day, right? And we're at recess. We get recess, and they take us away from our lines, and they're like, all right, you guys can go and play, right? And then we meet at the top of the thing, right? And then there's just this drop because the rock climbing wall or whatever.
Yeah.
There's just this drop. And then we're looking at each other, and he's like, so we're gonna fight? And I'm like, we fighting up here? And he's like, yeah. And then he's right here, and then, the drop, and then I'm over here, and he's all right, let's go. And I just, I Spartan kicked this motherfucker. I fucking just said, and he just falls and gets the shit and his air knocked out of him. He fucking lands and just. And then one of my friends is like, let's go. And then his friend, he like had a bunch of friends with him. He's like, yo, he's about to beat Jacob. Right. And then his friends are like, yo, what the fuck, bro? They start grabbing him. You okay? And then the teachers come, I get suspended for 2 fucking days. was the funniest shit
Yeah.
ever. I fucking Spartan kicked this motherfucker. And never hit. By the way,
Okay.
I don't remember anybody from fucking elementary school. Like, I haven't spoken to Shane, you know, whatever his name was. Shane, fucking this one kid that started with a Y. It was my friend, yo. Second fight I got into was with Angel, bro. This kid Angel, he threw my Beyblade out of the fucking. He threw my
Damn.
Beyblade out of the. It was like a plastic bottom Beyblade, but the rest was like metal and shit. So it landed pretty hard. He threw it out of the. Like, I had a recess. We were playing Blades and shit. We were playing, right, bro. It was great, right? And he just threw that shit. He got mad at me and threw that shit out. And when I found it, it was all crushed, and I got mad. And I started doing the same shit, training. I'm about to fight this kid. Then we met up, and I was like, "Yo, we gonna fight." And he's like, "We're gonna fight." And then he kind of beat my ass. He kind of beat my ass. He kind of gave me a black eye. But
Damn.
you know, it was whatever. And then the next day, we said we were gonna fight. We never fought again. Then there was this one kid. Yo, wait, I think it was the kids that burnt. Well, okay, all right. Wait. For context, I didn't burn down the garage, all right. But it was the kids that I hung out with that did it, right?
He's lagging hard.
You are.
Ah, shit. Uh-oh. Yeah, I mean, my MS is fucking 320,
Jesus.
right? And fucking this kid, he got mad at me because I did some shit. I kept pissing him off, so he got mad at me. He's like, "We're gonna fight tomorrow," and then Papito's like, "You beat his ass, Jacob," and I'm like, "I will, I will." Papito was on my side, and I'm like, "All right, I'm going to fight." And when I left and got on my bike and we met up, you know that rock trail, that rock thing,
Yeah, I know
like
what you mean.
where we used to hang out with the church and whatnot, and then that street with Fishbone. Yeah, right there. My guy, and then Axel was there, and his brother was there, and they were both watching. And then my guy does not know how to fight. He's skinny as hell, and he starts fighting with these. He starts going like this, bro. He starts swinging at me like this. And he's like, and then I'm like this. I'm like bent down like this, and he's like, "That's what you get, Jacob. That's what you get." And he's going like this, and I stand the fuck up, grabbing and fucking start beating the shit out of him, and I fucking throwing punches and shit. My man grabs a fucking log of wood and then starts swinging at me, and I start dodging that shit. I'm like, "Bro, why you using weapons?" I'm like, "You scared, huh? You scared?" And I fucking knock him in the fucking face mad hard, and he falls to the ground. And his brother's like, his brother's like, yo, stop, chill, Jacob, chill. And I'm like, and then Axel's like, "Let's fucking go, Jacob, let's go." I start dabbing up Axel, yo. And then we just leave
Okay, so
him
let's-
there. For
Let's
fucking
talk about this.
next day, my man's was bleeding right here. I really knocked him, bro. What did
So
I
we
tell
know how
you?
Jacob prepares
Af-
for
a-
a fight.
After that, we got along. You know, he pulled out his dick in front of me, but hey, you know, that's what friends do, you know, man. In the garage that later then got burnt the fuck. Anyway,
Okay, so we know how Jacob prepares. He prepares the fight. He uses a rice thing. Andrew, how do you prepare to fight? Like when you're like all pumped practicing. How do you do it?
Fight, first of all. Second of
No,
all,
but,
I'd
like,
probably use like a wall.
a
So,
wall.
like,
Just
go
starts
outside of my
punching.
shed. Go outside of my shed. Just start fucking fighting my wall.
Bro, I don't know if it's just you guys. When I prepare to fight, like get practicing, I don't hit anything. I stand there, take
Just
off my.
airbox.
I look in the mirror and I'm all like, yeah.
Now,
You gotta get your fist ready,
after
though.
that fight, I
gotta get
never
that
really
shit
like
ready.
prepared for a fight because I never got into fights. Well, I got into fights, but like I never started the fights, you know, and we never planned them. It just kind of happened. Like the day after I got jumped, there was a fight, right? And I got fucking involved in it, dude. I got involved in that shit, and they were like, "Yo, Jacob, motherfucker," because I was the dude that was getting fucking beat. I was his friend, and then I was watching him. We were in the fucking bathroom in the middle school. We were in the bathroom, and they were all fighting and shit. And the security guards suck. Like Doug, bro, my man's gives no cares. I remember
Oh,
Doug, dude. He was just walking by, hearing fucking, let's go, fucking. He just didn't care, dude. And then I was like the wash dude, and then they look at me and they're all like, "Yo, Jacob, we about to fight," and I'm like, bro, why you bringing me into this? Because you here, and I'm like, bro, I'm just here because I'm just watching my
what?
mans, I'm just watching my mans, and he's like, no, 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 he fucking grabs me by the shirt, pulls me in, and I'm like, oh shit, I get in my stance, and he was about to throw a punch at me, and that shit, I don't know, for some reason, everything just went slow motion. I just fucking dodge his punch,
Crazy.
and
Just
I punched him
fucking
in. I punched him pretty. I punched him like close to his dick, like that like your crotch area. Like this is your legs, bro.
Yeah.
I punched him like
yeah.
right there, and he's like "Ooh," like this, and I'm like, bro, I didn't even fucking hit your nuts. And then he starts fucking throwing punches and shit. I'm dodging, dodging, dodging. This is the best I've ever like dodged. And then my man kicks me in the legs. I fall to the ground. He starts doing the thing where he gets on top of me and start beating the shit out of me. And then I'm like, I'm like taking these punches like this, and I'm like, piece of shit, piece of shit, piece of shit, fucking bitch, like going like that and shit. And then I grab him by the throat and I fucking start punching him. We flip over and shit, and we get up, go like this. I'm like, motherfucker. And then my friend's like, cause he just got the shit beat out of him, bro. My friend's on the ground. You know the mirrors, the mirrors
Yeah.
in the bathrooms. I look at myself and I'm like,
Yeah.
I gotta do something. So, and then while he's not looking, I grab his hair, bro. I grab this, this motherfucker's hair, and I pull like that. And for some reason, I felt like I was gonna pull his hair out. And I look at my hand, and as I was looking at my hand, this man was recovering, and I was like, "Uh-oh." And I look up, I just get, I just get punched right in the forehead. I'm like, "Fuck," and I like go like this, and we start fighting again. We start fighting again, and then Mr. Sanchez, bro, you remember Mr. Big dude? He comes in, he's like, "What are they doing?" Loud ass voice, fucking everything, and I'm like, "Oh fuck." And he's like, suspended. He's like, suspended. And I'm like, bro, you don't even know what we did. He's like, suspended. And I'm like, oh, fuck, all right.
Wow. Move.
That was it.
So, middle school
I could have beat the shit out of him.
was bad. Okay, so I remember this.
You're in hell
You remember
again.
that one security guard? He was like, he was like Puerto Rican, right? And he was like the coolest dude ever. But like when it was serious time, he got serious, right? So I don't count this as a fight because no one actually got hurt, right? So I have my best friend. Her name was Paige. Everyone in this house knows about Paige, except for like Philip, Isaiah, and Angel, because they didn't understand what I was talking about. She was more like a sister to me. I treated her like a blood sister, right? She ever needed me, I was there. So there was this one kid that liked her, and I guess she turned him down. So he comes up to her and he grabbed her boob. He just grabbed her boob and right and
Sexual
I was
harassment.
like
She could have
freaked out.
charged him.
I know, that's what I said. I was like, charge him, tell your mom, charge him, right? She's like, nah, 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 I don't want to do that. That's too much. I've been in court way too much. I'm like, nah, then we ain't settling for that. I
Andrew's
stand up,
slowly
I took my
disappearing.
lunch chair.
Your lunch chair? Wait,
I
what
stood
the
up, I
fuck
took my
did you
lunch
do?
chair. You know the lunch chairs?
Yeah, they're made out of
Yeah, so I stood
fucking
up, right?
stone or
The lunch
some
chair was
shit.
in my
What did you do?
okay, so I took my lunch chair and I threw it. I threw it like fucking across the lunchroom, all the way to like the cubby part. I threw that shit right, and the security guard comes up. I like jump at him. I'm ready to beat the shit out of him. He's like holding me right. I'm like, get off me, get off me, get the fuck off of me. So I'm like pushing him out of the way, and fucking Doug's like, yo, what's going on, what's going on? And I'm like, I'm about to beat the shit out of him. right? And I'm jumping. I'm trying to get on the table and I run over the table
What the
to
fuck,
him.
Andrew?
Yeah, dead ass. I was going crazy, right? So I get on the table. I'm starting to run, and all I see is fucking uh Doug and the other security guard. They swoop their arms and they like holding me in the air. And I'm like, let go of me, let go of me. Right? Because like I ain't dealing with that. He fucking sexually assaulted a woman without
Hard.
like or anything. So I don't like that. Right? And then I got in school suspension for a week. A week. But he did not get in trouble whatsoever. Until obviously I fucking snitched. I was like, nah, I ain't playing with that. I told him to look at the cameras. And you know how Mr. fucking Sanchez was when it came to like women, like fucking guys doing that to women. He looked at the cameras and all I hear is he got called down on the announcements. All I hear is Mr. Sanchez screaming at him from like the room across the office next to the safe room. All I hear is Sanchez screaming his ass off. Why the fuck would you do that? I'm like, yo, yo, right? And I'm like, yo, I was like, yo.
Yo, I remember in ISS, bro, this kid sitting in ISS fucking minding my own business, and everybody's laughing in the corner. And Thomas, Mr. Thomas, his face is
Oh.
like this because he's about to leave to get his lunch, and he's like,
Yo, Thomas was awesome.
and then I look back, some little fucking short
As you
kid,
look back,
some little short kid has his fucking pants down with his dick out.
I was about to say you
And
told me.
everybody's like, yo, Jacob. And I just turn around and start laughing my ass off. I'm like, bro, what the fuck is going on with ISS? And Mr. Thomas is like, ugh. Like, dude, he had like the dumbest, bro. This man's dick was like this big, by the way. Like, I don't know why you have your pants
Yeah.
down.
Oh yeah, Andrew, you know how I was in IU 13 for kindergarten?
Shit, you know how I was
IU 13
retarded.
for kindergarten?
Yeah.
Remember I was in IU 13? Yeah, you want to know why I was in IU 13?
What?
I showed everyone my dick.
Really?
Yeah, I stood up on the desk and I just pulled my pants down. And then
But
they
you
sent
ever?
me to IU 13.
I remember in whatever when I was little in like fucking first grade, second grade, and like K4 and K5, I used to smack girls' asses for no reason.
I did that too.
Jesus, dude.
Like
What time are we at?
like my friends, 2 hours and
4
40
hours?
minutes.
Jesus Christ.
My friends would be like,
Wait,
"Yo, I
I'm
dare you, yo, I
tired.
dare you." I'd be like, I," and then they'd be like, tell the teacher, and I was like, "No, it wasn't me. I didn't do shit. What are you talking about?" I always got caught. I always got put in ISS.
Bro, I was a crybaby when I was in like first grade. I remember I lost recess. Like I had to sit out. I started crying.
I hated
bro.
losing
I
recess.
Dude, I was crying, and the teacher's like, "Nope, nope. Let's go, James. You're going to stand on the wall." I put all my weight down, and she was dragging my ass through the whole fucking hallway, and I was just crying. I'm like, "No, no!" And my girlfriend was right behind me at the time, right? I don't know why she thought that shit was so cool, and I was like, I'm thinking like now, I'm like, I was
That was
fucking crying
cringe.
and whining. What the fuck? Right? So I'm there like, no, no. And then the other teacher comes out and she's like, let's go, James. You're coming to my classroom. And she's like, yep, you're going buddy teacher. I'm like, what the fuck? I want to go recess. So I'm throwing a fit. I'm standing in the back of the class, in her class, arms crossed. I had a highlighter stick. You know how you stick the highlighters?
Yeah.
I had one of those and I was smacking her shit off her desk.
Jesus.
I don't know why I was like that when I was younger, like first grade. I didn't
Bro,
care.
you remember when the
Now,
yo-yo people would come and then you would get like you could buy like the yo-yos? I remember I had all of them, bro.
Yeah.
Fucking lit.
yo, remember when like you would sell the chocolate to get like money for field trips?
I
Box of
alright.
chocolate? Yeah, I remember. I took Derek's whole box and ate it. I stole it. I took that shit to school and everything, right? And my friends is like, "Yo, how'd you get that?" And I stole it. They're
And
like, "From
there,
where?" And I lied. Why? I lied. No, I said the office. I said I took that shit from the office.
what the
Right?
fuck?
And they're like, "Yo, you a legend, bro." And I'm like, "Dude, I love this." I love this feeling. Now I'm like,
What happened? What did Derek's do?
I get back home. I get back home. I got it. Everyone was pissed off at me. They're like, now we gotta pay like $50 to replace all the chocolate you stole. And I'm like, come on, man. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. I'm telling you, it wasn't me.
The fuck?
Later that
We
year, he
found the
stuck his
wrappers
dick in
your
a vacuum.
pillowcase. They're like, we found the wrappers in your pillowcase. And then, yes, I was in like fucking 4th grade. I shoved my dick in a vacuum.
Random dog.
In front of
Why
his
did you
cousin
shove your dick
and
in a
his
vacuum?
brother.
I was like, yo, I was thinking like it feels just as good as like when a girl sucks your,
No,
sucks your dick,
it's
right?
just
And I'm like,
No,
vacuum.
that's
but
not
if
what
it's all sucking it up
happened,
like
bro.
that, I'm
That's
like,
not what
yo,
happened. I can't remember clearly what happened, but me and Derek were just laughing at him, right? And then the vacuum's like on, and then he's vacuuming. He's like, "Yo, you want to see something funny?" He fucking
oh,
pulls down
like
his
that.
pants. His dick is out, and he just puts it in the vacuum. He's like, and then and then later, I grabbed the
Shit.
vacuum. I'm like, I put it up to my fucking man titties, and I'm like, and then we're
What
all,
the
bro. We
fuck?
were just
Y'all so
little,
weirdos.
we're just little kids, bro. What are you talking about?
That wasn't the
Y'all
only
so
time I've done that. I've
weirdos.
shoved my dick in a vacuum a couple times actually when I was younger.
Why?
I don't know.
Why?
I don't
He
know.
also fucked the
I was a weird
couch.
little kid. I did. I fucked the couch.
Fucking
was-
couch.
Yeah. That
That's a
was recently,
lie.
actually. That was
That's a
like
lie.
year ago.
Damn.
Never mind. It's not a
Yeah, I was
lie.
fucking-
My boy fucks his pillow.
Actually, I've seen a video saying that shit feels good.
Huh?
I was scrolling through PH. And
PH.
yeah, PH. And I was scrolling. There was some dude just
D-
fucking his pillow. He was like, getting it on with
What
Why?
the fuck?
Wait, what
No.
section were you on? What
Gay?
section
You
were
know how
on?
you get the homepage? The homepage where you like scroll down, it's
Yes.
just like, yeah, it was like down
I
there.
never got that, dog. You
Dude, I get some weird
you
ass
got
shit.
so yeah, PH caters the recommended to your
Oh, but this was like when I first started watching it.
Not if you go on incognito.
This dude with PH.
Not if you're incognito.
I don't use incognito.
Why?
yeah, if you're incognito it doesn't save.
To be honest, I think my record for tabs of porn was like 200 something.
Yeah, this motherfucker had so many tabs, dog.
I remember
But
fucking,
dude-
we're in the hospital, right? Because Papito's dying, right? We're in the fucking hospital. And then this man just pulls out his phone and he's like, yo, look, I have 70 these tabs of porn open. And Derek's like, what the fuck? And then Derek's like, yeah, this motherfucker watches so much porn.
Dude, you know what I do after I'm done? I close the tab.
And then we
I
all
don't know,
play
if it's
Call
a
of
good
Duty
video, I actually-
mobile.
Yo,
It was
What?
lit. Then we played Call of Duty Mobile. It was lit. Remember? And then we drank the gamer fuel, which was fucking shit.
Yeah.
You
Fuck.
okay?
Oh,
You
All right, we're getting at
fucking
3
up.
hours, bro. We gotta stop this podcast because my fucking
hold up, let me say one more thing.
my computer's
It's
gonna
like a
explode
30
rendering,
file.
bro. It
I
is.
love y'all. Hope you guys have a good day. And
Are we ending it?
please,
Fuck you. I hope your parents have a good
Please.
Christmas.
just please subscribe and leave a like if you like the video.
Go watch our other podcast.
Yeah.
If you like this one, you probably will like the last one and the one before.
Oh,
If you
yeah,
even
yeah.
listen to, if you got
Really
this
good.
far, comment. You know, if you got this far into you, if you watched this whole fucking thing,
S'mores Pop Tart. The special word is S'mores Pop Tart. Type that in chat if you made it this far.
is what?
S'mores Pop Tart.
Yep. The special word is
S'mores
Pop Tart.
Pop Tart. If you made it this
Yep.
far, we're gonna get no
Type
comments.
that in chat.
Listen, if you type in the comments, give us a recommendation what to talk about, we will talk about it.
Yeah, most likely. Unless it's some weird shit, then we probably
unless it's
won't
some
talk
kinky
about it.
weird shit.
Unless it's like about some weird, yeah, some weird.
Please.
And if it's about furries, we ain't talking about it.
Our
Oh,
chat
yeah.
today-
Oh yeah, I found out we're allowed to say nigga.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
I'm
it's
probably
YouTube.
not.
Oh, well, not y'all. I am.
Yeah.
I
All right.
just
Anyway,
Cut that out.
wait. What'd you say?
yeah.
I said, "Meh."
All right.
Derek, first episode, that was
Motherfucker hard on.
yo
Oh my
kid.
God. He was like, you know. And we're like, bro, we're because he didn't think we were literally filming a pod. By the way, Derek's not actually racist. Okay, he just did that because oh,
He is. He's
funny.
hella fucking racist. Dude, he hard every
What?
second of the day. He's so racist.
That's
Don't,
not
by the
true.
way, don't take that
Yes.
Don't
Yeah,
suck
Derek's a
my
racist. He's a
Derek's my
fucking
dad, man.
Derek's a
country.
He's a skinhead dog. He
He's a
has a
country
Nazi tattoo on
redneck.
his back.
All right, all
He
right.
has it on his
Okay,
fucking
we can't
leg, man.
talk about Nazis. Let's stop right there.
Let's
Oh, yeah,
stop
we
right
can't. Okay,
there.
okay,
No,
yeah,
it's
that was a
history. We're
joke.
talking about
All
history.
right,
Oh, yeah.
thank you for watching the podcast. If you made it this far, comment
For watching.
s'mores, Pop Tart in the comment section.
S'mores Pop-Tart.
If you even like this, like the video or some shit, subscribe, hit that notification bell.
Hey, hey, gotta
We
do
got a
my
Twitter.
tradition.
We got a Twitter. We also got a Patreon. Thanks for watching.